Wait, hold up. What are we
Three,
gonna
two,
do for the
one.
first game?
Recap. Last we left off with our adventures. Uh, they had gone down to the Fire Kingdom to investigate odd activity of the. Well, it's Fire Kingdom, whatever. That's what we know it as. Call it whatever you want. I know it as Fire Kingdom. To go investigate some abnormal activities of the fire spirits, the walk around flamey things. I'm sure they have official names,
Fire
but I'm not a
elementals.
nerd, as I play D&D.
Yes.
While there, we investigated and found that the Narkadar, who had been taken over by Zeos, we were very successful in our mission. We managed to find Narkadar girl. I don't remember her name because it's always weird.
Algenu.
Heck yeah, no! You know, I actually remembered it, but I wanted you to say it. But thanks to some quick thinking and creativity and dwarf shit, we were able to not only rescue her, but keep her alive and exercise Zeus' hold on her. We went back to the Fire Kingdom, and through a series of cringe and awkward situations and miscommunication, we finally decided it was time to leave. We made our way back to Angaria, where all of us, but particularly me, Phoenix, and Aaron, were being summoned by the leader of the Dark Suns. After speaking with him and finding out some of his future plans for growth, Dorian and Philia, along with Azrael, went back to the city of Dorian's old guild. He made some contact with old guildmates, flexed off some strength, and showed that he has grown in power and is even stronger than his guild leader. Cameraman shit happened, and now they're back with us apparently. I don't know, but we have found that VV wants to help Phoenix grow his guild back, but with the hope that he'll be able to make it an additional unit to the Dark Suns. Trying to put Shizuki in the lead to recruit him and all of his old order and getting them to join us. So as we pick things back up now, Phoenix, Aaron, and Shizuki are supposed to be helping Phoenix find whatever clues and investigate that we can to get in whatever contacts we can to find his old guildmates, while Dorian, Philia, and Azrael have somehow by magic made it back here, and they're doing whatever it is they'd like to do. And that's where we're at.
So just to remind you, because I know it's been a little while since we've played, basically what Vivi was saying that he could bring to the table for the remnants of the United Bloodhunter Order is that essentially their biggest plight is a matter of perception. People are afraid of them. People don't trust them, and which is why they had to go into hiding in the first place. Essentially, what he believes he can bring to the table is by being part of the largest mercenary company in all of Alarath, he can sort of surmount that issue of perception, of public perception that has been their guild's biggest enemy for a long time. And then he rather insistently told both you and Aaron that he's not going to accept failure on this. He wants the Blood Hunters to be part of the Dark Zone. So yeah.
Dang, you had someone had someone finish up your recap. Wow.
No, I was just giving a reminder of some of the things that were said, just because it's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I
since
got
we've
you. I
been,
was
like,
just,
the
I
game,
was just
I have
fucking with you.
failed a second
No,
time
you have-
on the
you have not
recap.
failed.
I was
3,
just
2, 1, fails.
joking.
Yeah, Sean, can you go through another recap, please? Just a 3, 2, yeah.
I was just messing around.
So,
Recap. Gavin is a no, never mind. But yeah, that's where we're at.
So, Aaron, suddenly, wherever it is that you are, you see appear right in front of you what appears to almost be like a wind elemental, but very faded, holding what appears to be a simple brown iron reinforced chest, and it's just holding it right in front of you. You've seen this kind of thing before with Shizuki, and for a second I imagine you would probably assume it's Shizuki.
Well, he gets to immediately know who it's from. It's part of the spell.
Okay. So then, this strikes you as weird because this is a person that you have absolutely never heard of before. This is from a Mathan Nozel. Mathan Nozel is the name of this person
Say
that
Mathan with
sent
an
this
M?
letter. Yes.
Mathan? You're a Mathan.
Were his parents trying to name him and they just had a speech impediment, so they didn't you hear it right? Yeah, I want
You
to
know
name
what?
him
I
Nathan.
made this name
He's
weeks ago
Nathan.
using a random name generator for the race of the person that sent this.
Alright.
So, and you absolutely should recognize it just from the way I spelled it right there. But the letter's not to you, so you don't know this yet.
Okay. Well, that's the other thing, is he also immediately knows what's in the chest without even opening it.
It's the letter.
Okay.
Wait, am I missing something here?
No, you are not missing something. You just got a mysterious letter through a Galder Speedy Courier from a Mathan Nozel, which is somebody you do not know.
It's
Okay.
just the way the spell works. When you send it to somebody, whoever's receiving it, because you pick a specific person, as soon as the entity, this wind spirit thing, shows up in front of you, you automatically just know who sent it to you and what's in the chest. And you have 10 minutes to decide whether or not you want to take what's in the chest out, or you can just leave it in there.
I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna read the letter.
Read that.
Give me a second. Do.
Hey, Aaron, what's that you got there? Can you read it out loud to the rest of us?
Yeah, just give me 5 seconds while I find the freaking message that Gavin never sent me that he said he sent me.
Oh, dude, I linked it in Fantasy Grounds.
That's why, because I'm not in Fantasy Grounds yet.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
Just read it out loud. You know I'm gonna read it out loud.
Here,
Okay.
I can read it. I see right here. If you guys want.
I got
Aaron?
kicked
Yeah, read it out
from
loud.
the grounds.
Yeah. Aaron Shiziki, I hope you're both doing well. This is Gwyn. So I have a quote-unquote friend. Well, it's literally in quotes. So I have a friend here who may have some information on the remnants of the Hands of Fate. He may also know some things that he claims will be of interest to you, Shiziki. He's currently preoccupied being, well, mangled. But you will find us in the outskirts of the Underdark near Darkholm. Look for a cavern just to the right of the entrance to the Underdark that you would take to get to Darkholm. I'll find you when you get here. No rush. I'm rather enjoying myself after all. Oh, and do respond to this message so I know that our friend didn't actually send this letter to someone who might prove meddlesome, lest his deformities become more severe. Tell me what my alias used to be, and how you know me. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. With love, Gwyn. I don't think Gwyn quite understands that with the spell, like, you can't fake who it comes from. But that's okay. We know our alias anyhow. I will just assume I got a short rest on our way to go chill and talk to Vivi.
Yes. Yes,
Alright.
you did.
I will take out my calligraphy set and write in a very formal and fancy letter. Aaron, is there anything you want to say to Gwyn? Because otherwise I'm just going to tell her, like, you know, acknowledged.
Yeah, just tell her we got the shit and we'll be there as soon as possible.
Aaron has stated, we got the shit and we'll be there as soon as possible. I look forward to seeing you again. Best wishes, XOXO, BFFs, true buddies forever, Shiziki. And I'll flip a plaid up in the air and I'll send it back to her.
Okay. So you didn't say the alias thing, but you are right. She would automatically know who it's from.
I will flip another coin in the air and say, P.S. Dawn Reaver.
Gotcha.
So that is 2 platinum I have to subtract now, and that's 2 spell slots out there gone for that. Worth it.
You do not get the chest back, so you imagine, or either one. So you imagine the message was received.
Hey Gavin, did you fix your headset? Because you're doing that thing where you're loud, like normal, and then you sound far away, and then you come back.
No, it's staying in the same place on my head.
Now remember how me and Preston kind of like showed you like you needed to go into the program?
Like it's
Okay, I'm currently trying to find the server name.
I will.
I swear we have to do this every time with you, Brandon. Jeez.
it sound better now.
Oh no, you're worse. I can barely even hear you.
I'm gonna pin the server name.
Gavin, you're so far away.
Is it worse now?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
so bad, man.
I literally just raise. What if I lower the output volume? How about now?
Oh, now you sound great.
So I sound good now?
Yeah, now you sound fine.
I lowered the output volume. That's all I did. Now I need to raise you guys' volume.
Yeah. Regardless, we have an audible DM. I think that might come in handy.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or we could just run the game how we want to. That'd be
that is an
exciting.
option.
So for some reason, when I raised my output volume, you guys got quieter for some reason.
So, alright, since we don't have a DM anymore, Zeus is dead.
Did you pin the thing?
No.
I would like to chop off Zeus's toes to keep in a jar.
Ew, you would.
Ugh.
Then you can eat the toes to, be like.
That's
No.
disgusting.
No.
Ew, ew. What the heck?
Does nobody watch Jujutsu Kaisen?
No,
It's
Gavin,
not his
no.
fingers. I don't eat toes.
Okay, well,
Got a weird foot fetish,
Suzuki
man.
has a toe fetish.
Yeah, I was about to say. This is creepy.
Suzuki was like, I love them. I love me some toes.
Will someone send me the server name?
Yeah,
what
man.
is the server?
Don't say it, just send it.
Yeah.
Please.
Please and thank you.
You got it. Give me half a second.
Here we go.
Oh, you got it?
Good Goon Brawly Ninja.
That's the one. 'Cause I know it's changed a lot recently.
Oh,
I don't,
Gavin, your microphone is still coming and going.
I don't
Alright,
know
and then I'm
what the
gonna
new
use
one
my
is, if that
voice.
sounded. Just use his IP address.
I don't know his IP address.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what, man. I'll pull that up here for you. Give me 2 seconds. And I will.
Yep.
All right.
Honestly, you should
Do I
just
sound
take
better
a
now?
screenshot of it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
sound-
yes, you sound
Phenomenal now.
a lot better.
Okay.
Yep.
Literally, all I did was just plug it into my USB adapter. That's it.
Dude,
Sounds good.
are you gonna send it when I'm sending it? I said I would send it.
Because I was
Look,
going off the
it'll
trail.
he'll probably need to see it twice anyways.
Yeah.
You know what? How about y'all just kiss my ass and go on?
Oh, we're trying to.
Well, everybody's at home. We're playing from home.
So anyway,
Yeah, social distancing.
you got your little special letter. We have acknowledged that she knows. What are we doing now? What are we doing? Well, fellas, it seems Gwen wants us a dark home, but we don't have to be there quite yet. So, Phoenix, do we know where the remainder of your order is? Do we know where to go?
Due east, I'm pretty sure. Look,
You know where it is.
yeah, I know where it is. I just don't know where it is at the same time.
I mean, can we?
If you get what I'm saying.
Can we ride there? Do we need to teleport there? Like, what's the
It's a-
transportation situation?
Transportation shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to get there fairly easy, even if we
We're
can't
not
teleport
asking
there.
if it's gonna be a problem. We're asking how do we go about it.
Like, do we walk? Do we fly? Do we teleport?
Teleport?
I don't think we need to fly. I don't know if we can teleport.
I mean,
Alright,
we seem to know a
I
lot of people
cannot-
that have the means. Or we can
Okay,
just ask
if we
the
have the
cameraman
means
that
to
can just
teleport-
like seen us over there, I guess.
What about
If we have
Azrael?
the
He's been
means
everywhere.
of teleporting, yeah. If someone's been there, like I don't know if if someone's been there to teleport us there, but if someone has, we can.
So I
look
would
what I
have to look
found
at
in
the
my
teleport
pocket.
spell for it, but I don't think you necessarily have to have been there. I just think you get certain
You-
bonuses if you have.
Hmm.
Oh, look at this in my pocket. I just found a magical stone that can teleport me anywhere I want to go at any point in time. I want to be there. And I can take up to 9 people with me. Let's go.
I can take up to the entire world.
Hey Gavin, it's saying that I can't I can't connect to the host.
Dude, I don't know why you have issues connecting.
All right.
Um,
Hold on 1 second here, guys. So, what is the issue that you're having getting in? What does this
It
say?
says could not connect to host. Check your network settings and verify host address.
Yeah, it's the same thing that Kelly's having right now, because she got kicked out and having an issue going in. Let me try. There we go. But
so it's not Good Goon Brony Ninja. It's Good Goon Cracked Zone.
Well, type that in the chat and send it over, and I will try to type that in. Yay.
Alright, that's pinned.
How are you guys getting over there?
I think we're gonna teleport.
Don't know. We don't even know where
yeah, like
there
how
is.
far is it?
Yeah.
Is it a day's walk? Is it
Look,
87
I don't.
miles? Is it on the other
I
side of
have
the
a-
map?
Okay.
If you check our message history, you should it's right there. If you,
Oh
you look
shoot!
at our
Yeah, that's
message
right.
history.
I can't get. I thought it was on my computer, but I can get on my phone. Never mind. Hold on one
Is
second.
it in the Dora Rune Mountains? Is it in the Taraski Desert?
So,
Give me
do me a
1
favor,
second.
Mr. Gavin.
It's only about 2 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Gavin, I'm sorry.
What's up?
I know I'm walking all over your talking, but I'm trying to get this fixed so we don't get on here. Gavin, can you close the server and rehost it? Last time we did that, it fixed it for everybody and they were able to get in. Like when people were having this problem.
Yeah. All right.
And since we got multiple people who are having the issue, let's see if we can just get ahead of
Okay.
it now.
So I have a griffin that can take 2 people.
It's due east of Angaria, right off the coast.
So we have to go through the desert.
Yes, or we can teleport there.
I don't think any of us can teleport
I can
to
tomorrow.
a beach. Yeah.
I can warp shot, that's about it, and I can shoot up to 300 feet.
Yeah. I
It's a
mean,
little bit further than that.
me and Felia can DoorDash Dimension Door
DoorDash.
500 feet. Yeah, we can DoorDash 500 feet.
And deliver a pizza while you're at it.
Yeah, Tramboli's all the
Yeah,
way.
let me get let me get some McDonald's with that.
No, you
Well,
can make healthier
I mean-
choices. I refuse to deliver McDonald's.
Well,
Oh, hey,
like,
wait, guys, there's something I want to do. Hey, Gavin,
What's up? Server's
By
booting
the
back up,
way-
by the way.
because it's in my inventory, I'm gonna attach the scope to the Internium engine pistol.
You're gonna put the scope on your pistol?
Yep.
You have a scope?
Yep.
it's not like he doesn't shoot people from point blank range, but it's okay.
Well, let me look. What, you're talking about a spyglass?
Yeah, you said it wasn't a spyglass though. You said it was a scope. You just told me to write spyglass because it was easier. You said it was a scope.
I wish there was a search function for inventories.
Oh, come on, my inventory is not that bad to handle.
No, not as bad as some.
Hey, mine is
Susie Drew.
organized. It's just large.
That's
Mine
what
is
she said.
organized.
Pistol spyglass. When did you get that?
You gave it to me a while ago. I just never used it.
Huh.
You know, because the 10,000 things that are in my inventory that I never use anyways.
Yeah. So, I mean, that'll increase the range with your weapon a little bit. If you can go to, 450 feet?
Yep.
Or, well, it can go to 300. So I'll say that increases your range to 450.
Alright, that means I can warp shot 450 feet, guys.
Look, I don't care how we're getting there as long as we're just gonna go.
Well, I mean, if we don't
Going.
have a means of teleporting and we want to get there today, then we just need to mount up, which we can do.
Yeah, let's mount up.
Yeah, you would know that mounted, you can probably get there in about half the time. So,
Well, like, what is
Yeah.
the time? I'm trying to find out.
And
if we
2
did-
hours. I literally said this. 2 hours. It's only a 2-hour walk.
Okay, sorry, I was trying to fix the server thing, but yeah, okay. Well, if that is the case, then yeah, you can either, I guess, double down with Dorian on the Griffin, or just throwing it out there. I have a lot of animal pets in this town. If you guys want to,
you gonna ride the T-Rex over?
You can, or
Let's
I
see
have a raptor, a nightmare. There's a unicorn. I don't know if I can really just take the.
Do you have one of the desert lizards? Because I thought those were kind of cool.
We left those back with the
I know, but I want to know
feeding
if you guys
pirate
have
people.
one.
Well,
the
so
pirate
those
kingdom.
things are wild animals that just wander all over the desert. You do know that Drolacek has been hunting, killing, and skinning these things almost like it's just his pastime. If he's ever not at the mansion, he's probably out hunting giant lizards.
Dibs on the
Well, does he
unicorn.
have one as like a tame or no?
If you would know about Drolacek that if you want to get one of those things alive, you got a pretty narrow window.
Well,
All right.
on top of that, again, we got all sorts of things. So
Yeah.
what we want? I can call the troops together and we can get all these animals. Y'all just
Well,
gotta tell me
I'm
what
gonna
you
tell.
want.
Before we leave, I'm gonna tell Drolacek to catch me one of the desert lizards and to keep it for me, and then I will ride whatever mount that you would like allow me to ride. I don't care.
Well,
Just
there's two
choose
different
one.
places that we could go. If we go to the old arena, there's a T-Rex, or which I'll probably ride because that's my baby. If we're gonna take that one, or if you want, I got the Nightmare here, the Unicorn, and a Raptor.
I call dibs on the unicorn.
Oh, okay.
I will take
It's
the
more of a
nightmare.
unicorn pony, if you remember.
I don't care.
I will take the
Dib.
nightmare.
Just try and make it. I got that's a gift for a little girl, so try not to let it die. it will not be good.
I'm lightweight. It's fine.
Alrighty.
I'll take
Yeah.
the nightmare.
If we're gonna do this, I will make my way towards the raptor races, or at least the old raptor races.
Okay.
I will get there eventually, but I will follow your tracks. Because I'm on a
So
pony.
you get to the Raptor Arena, and you see a couple of cartel members that are just, you feed them. No, you feed them. No, you feed them. One is a lizard folk, the other one's a human. And Jumbaloo is just anxiously pacing in place, eagerly awaiting for his dinner while they're behind the safety of a cage-grated wall. Basically a set of bars. Just trying to
them
debate who's gonna feed
Jumbaloo.
the T-Rex.
Yeah, feed them to Jumbaloo. Push them into the gates.
I gotta have people that are actually gonna take care of my baby while I'm gone. I can't just let him.
But
eat
if they're
them.
like, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. I don't want to feel.
I will
I don't
just
feel.
walk up and grab the food if I can see them. Fellas, come on. She's practically harmless, ish. She. I don't think I've ever checked the gender of Jumbaloo. It.
Take a stroll under Jumbaloo's legs, and you'll figure it out.
You know, I don't want to see. And I
No.
will grab the meat and start making my way to Jumbaloo. And when I get
If you feel something
Jum
tap
jum.
you on the top of the head, that should be a pretty good sign.
right, well, I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
gonna
it.
walk underneath. I'm not gonna do a limbo walk underneath them. And as soon as I see that I'm close enough, I'll just chuck the food out. I don't know how easy it is to get to them on the inside of cages.
Jumper
It
jumps.
is a lizard carcass. So he's got full reign of the arena. So it's a decent sized area for him. They haven't even entered. They're waiting behind like a like a door of bars,
Yeah, whatever it is
just
I need to do
waiting.
to actually get the food to him, I'll start making that process. What is going on with my audio? Why is this a thing? Oh, that's the other thing I didn't do that I normally do.
One of them looks at you and says, sure, your funeral."
Yeah, no, I'll definitely start going out to. I want to see my baby. I want to see my boy, girl, it, Jumbaloo.
Boom.
So
Are you
Jumbaloo's very
assuming it's
hungry.
gender?
So when you throw the lizard carcass down, it, in a very gruesome display, gets devoured by this T-Rex, spraying blood and viscera all over the sand. As Jumbaloo lets out a big roar after tearing into it, and then looks at you, sniffs you, and then leaves a big bloody smear across your face with his tongue.
Oh, that's my boy. Yeah, that's my baby. You ready to get out of here? You want to go for a walk?
Go
It
outside.
roars.
Wanna go outside? Rawr. Wanna go outside?
It roars. That's what it does. I can't do a good T-Rex roar. My apologies.
That's what he
I don't know
sounds.
if I can. I don't know if I can do one, Gavin.
We
Just
don't
simply
need
do it
to.
like a dog growl.
I just want to hear you try.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
No,
Uh,
no,
Play the
I can't do it.
Jurassic Park theme song.
Anyhow, that being said, I will just shout out to all the boys. Clear the way, open up. I'm taking my baby for a walk, and I will climb up on Jumbaloo. Does he have a mount now, or anything?
He has a nice big saddle.
All right. Does it look like it has the gun attachment or anything that I was having?
Ja,
trouble
mule,
trying to
ja.
make? There we go. But of course. But does it have
There you go.
my incredibly detailed design that I gave to Wilhelm to build? Does it have that started?
What, with
made?
the laser gun on its head?
Yeah.
It has what looks like a cannon, like the kind you would find on a ship, attached to the top of its head.
Oh, he has a
With
gun on the top already?
yeah, and it has two satchels because it's a T-Rex, so it's fucking huge. So these two very heavy-duty, thick leather bags, one on each side of the saddle, that are full of cannonballs.
What are we doing? Playing Ark?
I will mount up, and just out of curiosity, is there anything for like a target to be able to like target practice?
I mean, it's an arena, so there are like stone pillars that are erected that don't really hold anything up.
Yeah, I just want to see what this thing does, and see if I can figure out how to use the cannon on top of the dinosaur. D&D, folks.
Ark
So you see
survival,
that
folks.
conveniently hanging from the side of the cannon is a little piece of flint that you can strike against the cannon itself to light the fuse.
Sure, let's do it.
You do it, and after a couple seconds, the fuse runs out, and boom, fires the cannon. And this entire stone pillar absolutely crumbles.
Okay.
As this cannonball then just careens and bounces across the ground before leaving a big dent in the wall of this of the inside of this Coliseum.
Nice. Bellrook approved. Let's go, Jumbaloo, and I will make my way to outside the arena. Follow me to the manor. Yes. Let's just keep spamming that, folks. It'll be awesome.
Why are we going back to the manor?
Quiet-ish, with heavy emphasis on the ish.
Shouldn't we be going
Due east
We're,
due
on the
east?
coast.
you guys wanted to ride. All the animals are at the manor.
I
This is
thought we
true.
were already at the manor.
No, we were coming from Tempest Keep when we were talking to Vivi. We left the manor to go there. Then we stopped by the arena now to get Jumbaloo. And now it's literally like a pop in. We're at the manor. Grab animals and go.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's where the
yeah,
animals
fine.
are.
We're going. And just to keep the theme of the dinosaurs, I'm getting the raptor.
Well, if you,
So when you approach the stables of the manor, you, Phoenix, you notice Drolacek dragging back this giant lizard, and all four of its limbs are tied. It's still alive, and you catch him right as he's like holding his axe up, about to drop it onto the lizard's neck.
so I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Hold on.
If you try and ride that lizard, I cannot guarantee my T-Rex won't eat it on the way.
Can't your
Just throwing that out there.
T-Rex, can't your T-Rex eat something else? Jeez.
It'll probably eat something
And
else.
I'm like,
and
hold on,
lizard.
Drolacek.
It's a T-Rex.
I want to try to tame this thing.
Oh, okay, dude. Here, you want something cool?
Yeah, go away.
I got a nightmare you can ride. A nightmare is way better than the lizard. He's just super emo.
Remember, you also have a phoenix. Phoenix.
Yeah, it's a baby.
I wanted
Phoenix,
a desert lizard.
though. All right.
And he hesitates when you tell him to wait.
Yeah, but it's a baby phoenix.
A baby phoenix is still like approaching the size of a horse.
Wait, hold up. It's a baby phoenix. How long does it take us?
Baby phoenixes are large creatures. It's only
I can ride
slightly
it?
smaller
I
than
thought it
Solomon.
would burn. You know what? I don't care about the burn.
I thought he would get.
All right, fine.
But he stops and he says, "Hey, you
Okay.
gotta make your claim on which part?
Then
I prefer the leg."
Here, give me one second. I don't know why this thing is doing.
In the meantime,
Nick?
it sounds like he's fixing his mic. I will also tell him to go ahead and bring out the unicorn for Philia.
The unicorn.
Yeah, we're gonna take it out for a ride.
So he brings this out, and this is a legitimate pony. This unicorn is only about 4 feet tall. You sit on this unicorn, and it doesn't seem to have a hard time supporting your weight or anything, but like your knees are up to your chest.
Don't care.
Hey, Drolacek.
Okay.
What did they name her? Whatever Mithra's daughter's name is.
All right.
He
Wait.
sighs
so
at
wait.
the question. The unicorn's name is Sparkle.
Bart?
Sparkle.
Sparkle.
Sparkle. Okay, I'm like, you cut out. I was like,
Just
Sparta?
Sparkle.
I'm like, what? Okay, Sparkle. Sparkle.
Yes.
I thought he said fart.
Sparkle the unicorn. He says with contempt.
Okay. Alright, let's ride.
I suppose
Sha.
she's gonna want to dye its mane in the color of the rainbow.
Not now. We don't have time for that. Yeah, mule. Yeah. It's the size of a mule, so let's face it.
It's the size of a donkey.
Wait, so am I able to
Yeah.
ride the
Right,
phoenix?
yeah.
You can ride your
Donkey,
phoenix.
mule, tomato.
Good. I'm riding the phoenix then.
It takes off. I mean, it just knows what you want it to do. It knows where you want it to walk, and being in the presence of this unicorn
Okay,
is actually it almost has sort of a splendor to it, because unicorns are technically celestials. So
You know what I'm riding, Gavin.
yeah, I know what you're riding.
My good old friend.
A trek across the desert, you said.
Yep, a trek across the desert.
I see. But I suppose we'd better be off, lest we be caught in the middle of a sandstorm.
I agree with Solomon.
Solomon jinxed us.
All right. Well, we all have wheels,
Yeah.
so let's get to it.
All right,
And I
so
will
we got
also drop off
Dorian on the Griffin, and
Jabroni while I was there because I had Jabroni with him. So I'll leave Jabroni at the manor with Drolachek.
are you still speaking with animals?
Oh no, that only lasts for like 10 minutes, I think.
Okay, then all he says is,
I don't think he can speak that. Like I think
this one does.
he understands. Oh, this one does. Okay. I'm pretty sure he just wants to eat more blood of virgins and souls. I don't know.
as well as consume the ashes of burning kingdoms.
Yeah, all those things. Got a weird diet. Anyhow, let's get on our way. Let's get moving.
You know, technically, his diet is all vegetarian. Technically, I don't know. Are souls vegetarian? I'm not sure. Anyway,
I mean, they're pretty stacked in calories. I just know that.
okay.
Are they?
All right. So you make your way, and Phoenix. After a little over an hour, you see a pyramid. I mean, these things are all over the place in the Taraski Desert. You would just know this because it would just be knowledge that you would have heard from the Blood Hunters. A long time ago, these pyramids were used to bury the bodies of sun elves. But they've fallen into disuse. They're no longer used that way. Essentially, the burial ritual for sun elves now is they just plane shift their corpses to the outer planes. That's their burial ritual now. So nobody really uses these anymore, which is very convenient for the blood hunters because you're able to commandeer one. As you approach the pyramid, you see what looks to be this sigil on the side of this pyramid. You would know exactly how to activate it and gain entrance. Essentially, what you have to do is either use your Crimson Rite or a Blood Curse on this for it to even open, thus ensuring the only people that gain access are Blood Hunters.
All right. So I walk up to the door and I use my blood curse. Yeah.
All right, just for flavor, which curse are you using?
Curse of the with like fallen patriot, I think it is. No, is that
You're
it?
using a Blood Curse. Okay. So you place your hand on it and you channel your Blood Curse into this.
Yeah, using a blood curse. Yeah, I'm not able to look at my blood curses right now.
Gotcha. So this dark-colored rune flares into a bright red, and slowly over the course of about 10 seconds, this portion of the stone wall starts to rise up, eventually leaving a very narrow entryway, but wide enough for, a humanoid to get through, entrance into this pyramid.
Wait, so there's not enough room for a T-Rex with a cannon attached?
No.
What about Solomon?
My one
Solomon
fatal
can
flaw
squeeze
of
through.
this.
It's a tight fit, but
He's a cat. He'll be alright.
My T-Rex is one weakness: small corridors.
yeah, definitely not large enough for a T-Rex to get in. I mean, you imagine he could probably make a big enough opening if he.
That's what I was just about to ask. Like, how far of a corridor is it? Can we make some stuff? Phoenix, would you mind if I destroyed part of your temple? I'm gonna pull an Aaron and blow it up.
I would recommend not do that. I would recommend
Fine.
not.
As a favor to you, I won't destroy part of your sacred people's furniture. Let's go.
Not do it.
I will cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I will look at. Well, who all can fit through? Is Jumbaloo the only one that can stay out here, or has to stay out here? Can all the other animals fit?
a large creature can fit, but it's a tight fit. That whole corridor would be basically difficult terrain for them. Everybody else can make it through pretty easily, but I mean, like, you've got like a foot of clearance over your head. You know,
Okay, but
there's only like a couple feet on each side of you as you walk
Jumbaloo's the
through.
only one that's going to be staying behind, is the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't speak with animals. Hey, buddy, we got to go through here.
Hey.
Jesus Christ. So, why don't you go stretch your legs, go have some fun, go eat everything you can find around here.
I will.
Alright, I'll call for you when we're back. Go have
Okay,
fun,
bye.
bye. This game just keeps getting stupider and stupider. Alright. And I'll rejoin everybody else as I will smack him on the butt and send him on his way.
As he tramples away, eating a giant snake while he's at it.
Perfect. Let him go have some fun. He's probably been cooped up in that arena for too long anyway. Well, I guess I'm walking, and I'll join everybody else.
I tell Philip to just wait on the top of the pyramid with me. Or for me.
Okay. He squawks and flies to the top of the pyramid. Since you're using Speak with Animals right now, Shiziki, you would hear him say, "Kebra," and he flies up there.
I will give him the nod. And then continue.
He looks at you and gives you the nod.
Phenomenal.
I narrow my eyes at Shiziki. Don't you nod at my griffin.
I will give him a partial nod, and then I'll just be on my way.
And then I'll return the nod back to Shiziki.
The thing.
Okay, lots of nodding. Gotcha. All right. So you enter in through
I'm
this
pretty
corridor,
sure I can
and
speak telepathically to Philip.
can you? I don't know if he can speak back. Is the thing.
Wait, who's speaking to who now?
I don't know. We're just gonna talk to animals. This is fucking Eliza Thornberry.
Okay. Who's talking? What am I talking to?
Oh, the griffin just speaks up and says, "Well, see, I wanted to go join the T-Rex, the feasting upon the entrails of this."
I will relay what he has said back to Dorian.
Stop talking
Sure.
animals and just get on our way, please.
Stay within 1 mile of our connection. You'll
I
be
will-
good.
Relay that back to the.
I can speak to him telepathically.
Then I will
He
not
can't-
say
he can't
anything.
speak to me, but I can speak to him telepathically. Or I can communicate with it telepathically. So he can telepathically communicate. Might not be in words, but he can communicate.
And Shiziki, you hear him as he's flying off. "Come, Jumbaloo, we shall hunt the sands for these lizard scourge." I don't know why I think he sounds that way. I just don't feel like he
Yeah,
does.
his dude
Oh,
sounds so
my.
much cooler than mine when they talk.
Yeah. I mean, he has the best name ever. I didn't even name him. His name is He's the best griffin in the world. You know he's unkillable, right? But you can't kill him. He's immortal.
Yeah. I mean, you can always
Would you-
get him back.
Would you like me to tell you the story on how I found Philip McCrotch?
Another time, I absolutely would. Especially
know
when
he's
we
immortal.
can share a copious amount of dwarven ale before I hear it.
Spirits. I don't drink ale anymore.
What?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
bought
I
you
drink
a
ale.
bar! Or bought a bar
Yeah.
for you.
Huh?
For the dwarven
Yeah, but I
ale.
didn't ask for that. I don't drink the ale anymore. I only drink this dwarven spirits for ceremonial reasons.
Dwarven firewater.
Yeah, I quit drinking. You didn't know that?
I was insight check.
Yeah, absolutely make an insight check. I want to make an insight check.
That's 20.
Uh,
I mean,
Dorian, make
20?
a charisma check and add the appropriate modifier,
I mean,
depending on whether this is
I don't feel
deception
like
or persuasion.
I don't feel like I need to because he hasn't drank anything since I think it was right after Philia died.
Really?
Yeah.
A dwarf that doesn't drink?
That's
Yeah,
racist.
I mean, he hasn't drank since Philia died.
Well, if that's the case, Dorian, what I don't know, what pleasures of life are you into these days?
Dwarf shit.
Is there anything specific, something I might be able to procure and stock
Hey,
at the manor? I
you
bought
know
a
what?
bar for your
Isn't
janky,
there
coal-infested beer.
Isn't there a reason why we're here? It'd be real nice
Yeah,
to get
there
moving.
is.
Some of us have
I assume we're
family
walking and
that are
talking. We're walking and
dying.
talking.
We have things to do. Come on, guys.
Yeah, some of
This
us
is
have
just
family that are
conversation while we're
dying.
like moving along.
So while you're moving along, just to describe the setting here, immediately when you enter this pyramid, it has a bit of sort of a musty smell, exactly sort of what you would expect entering a monument that's hundreds upon hundreds of years old.
I break a incense in two, and I shove one part up both nostrils.
It's not necessarily that it's a bad smell. It just smells like stale air.
I get a little piece of coal that I've kept in my pocket, and I just scrape it up against my beard, so my beard just smells like coal. So all I smell is coal and incense.
Okay. Again, it's not really an unpleasant smell. It's just, you get that stuffy feeling. It's very old, stale air, as well as the general ambiance of this place. It's sort of just there's torches along the wall with this sand-colored brick that with these, torches sort of adorning this wall. As you make your way through as well, you see what appears to be various ceremonial weapons, various polearms, swords, axes, daggers that are displayed across this wall in almost a decorative fashion. Entering into the main corridor, you see this is when you first start getting the first sign of actual people. You see what looks to be some moderate to heavily armored individuals, some humans, some elves. You see the occasional, like maybe even a half orc or a tiefling that are poring over different bits of literature. All similarly adorned with various melee weapons. And as well as you see, which you immediately recognize as Paragus Bloodmoon, begins to approach you, Phoenix. And he's angry. You can just tell by the pace at which he approaches. He stands up to you, and his face only inches from yours. Why would you bring outsiders here, Phoenix? Do you not understand the nature of our plight?
Whoa. Calm down.
And who the hell are you?
Hey,
I
I will deal. Hey, I will deal with this.
By the way,
fun.
Nick,
These are my.
Nick, you sound real far away, my man.
Can you hear me? Is this better?
I can hear you, but you're just not very loud, and I've got you kind of pretty turned up. I've got you at 160%.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn off my headphones and turn back on. Give me a second.
okay.
I want to. Where's it at? And I'll say this, I'll make a sleight of hand check if I need to, but as Phoenix is trying to step in here, I'm just gonna kind of walk up behind him, and I'm gonna try and just like put something in his hand without anybody else noticing.
In Phoenix's hand?
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
do I sound better now?
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
much better.
I sound better now?
Much.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, okay.
These are me? Oh wait, what?
No, this
happened?
is Shiziki making a sleight of hand.
Oh, okay, I just didn't. All right.
Oh yeah, you annihilated that. What were you
With the
putting in his
3.
hand?
A potion of Eagle Splendor. And I'll give him a wink. He'll know what it is because I've given him one before. That's the thing that makes him have advantage on charisma checks if he's trying to convince these people or something. So
You giving that to me?
yeah, I
Yeah,
just
he
slipped
gave
it in
that
your
to you.
hand without anybody seeing.
I don't know how I'm gonna drink it without anybody seeing.
I mean, like, oh, here,
Sorry,
have
I'm a
some
little parched.
water from
You
the
know?
road.
Oh yeah, I feel a little parched, and then I try to like I don't know how to do this.
He just looks at you sarcastically. Oh sure, take your
Does
time.
it look like regular water? Does it look like
It's got a glimmer to it.
okay? I drink the potion without him kind of trying to.
He doesn't really give any
Okay.
response other than impatiently
Anyways,
tapping his foot while you
after I drink,
uncork this. You
okay,
realize
it's like
that we are hunted. People fear us. You should know better than to bring strangers into our stronghold.
these strangers are my friends, very good friends. I've been fighting with them for a while now, and they have accepted me. And I think I have a solution to that problem that you have speak of.
And suppose one of these friends of yours decides that we are, as I can tell, you're the adventuring sort, decides that we are as much of a threat as the contracts they fulfill, as the beasts and monsters that they hunt. Suppose that it becomes their conclusion.
Look, they have seen me fight, and they know that, and I have told them of the brethren that I have had here, and they know that we are um nothing to be feared. They know that we bring no harm to anybody of the sorts, and they know the background of our people.
He, when you say that, you see his bones start to snap. The light hair that he has all over his body begins to thicken. His fingernails extend into long spike-like claws as you see his form erupt into that of a werewolf. As his voice deepens, what do you think of me now?
I am
Do
not
you
afraid
not
of you.
fear me?
No, I do not. Because I have a friend that was a part of your kind. His name was Paragon.
At the mention of the name, his form shrinks back to his humanoid form. And there's a shock to his face, and his overall demeanor has taken on a bit of a pallor. With almost not knowing how to react, he says, "What did you say?"
I said Paragon.
"That's my grandfather."
Yes. That's good to know. Um, yes, Paragon came to us because he had one last mission to fulfill. But he is in a better place now.
You know, I heard the rumors of someone of my own race that assisted in the fight up in Galberg. You're telling me that was my grandfather?
That was your grandfather indeed.
I am truly sorry for this introduction. My name is Paragus Bloodmoon. Welcome to our humble stronghold. I am the leader of the Order of the Lycan, or at least what's left of it.
Let me tell
And
you
hopefully
something.
we can change that.
Brotherhood that we are trying to help you help us, is we're trying to make the Blood Hunters known and not feared by joining with an organization that already has respect and loyalty to many countries. It will be beneficial to you and your kind.
And the name
Let's
of this
just-
organization?
The Dark Suns.
At this point, his
Yes.
calm demeanor fades a little bit, and he gets some of the rage that he had before. You would have us give up our mission, our calling, to become sellswords?
No. No. Not what we're saying. You will have your own right. You will have your own company. You will have your own way of your blood hunters. Phoenix here will be your liaison between the two of you. Between the blood hunters and the Brotherhood.
Look, my vision is to see that the Order of the Blood Hunter, to be reinvigorated, reborn into a place or a race or a guild that or
Organization?
a organization that is respected, not feared. A place where people can trust us and know that we do good, not bad. Know that we help people, not hurt people. And this way, with this organization that we will be that we could eventually join with, can make this happen way faster than I can by myself. There are some stipulations, there are some rules, but we can do it.
He eyes the rest of you suspiciously, sort of scanning his head across all of you, sort of memorizing your details, before finally saying, "Wait here," and walking off. And he's gone for just a couple minutes, if you guys wanted to converse among yourselves.
I told you I would have your back, Phoenix.
So just out of
Yes, I
curiosity,
know.
Phoenix, who actually is in charge here? Is it Paragus or?
There's four people. There's four leaders, and each of them are their own leaders for their own order. There's the Order of the Ghost. There's the Order of the Lycan. There's the Order of
the Profane Soul.
Profane Soul and the Mutant. Right? I'm saying that right?
And
Yeah, you're
are
saying
they
that
And
right.
each
all
one of them
here?
and each one of them lead their own order, but together. So it's kind of like a council. They together lead the entire group.
Okay, but are all of the leaders located here? Is this just one big base for all
Yes.
of the
Yes.
orders?
This is one big base for all of them.
I kind of just want to
This
scan
is
the area. Like, what is the shape of this? What is it? We're at a camp, a town?
You're in a
community?
pyramid.
Yeah,
You're
right, but
inside of a
like,
pyramid.
there's people here.
We're in-
It's
Yeah,
like,
there are people here. Most people are just reading, though throughout that conversation, throughout that exchange, you've definitely drawn some attention, as some of the regular members seem to sort of be glancing in your direction. All in all, it's very makeshift, because while still looking like a pyramid on the interior with the sandstone walls, you notice there's some hay bedding set up, a few makeshift stone blocks that you imagine probably serve as tables, the occasional campfire. It very much, it's almost like a camp inside of a pyramid.
but this
sort of
and I'll ask
ramshackle.
this to Phoenix, but this is the main base of these people.
Yes, this is the main base. This is where our people went into hiding.
This is definitely not up to Dark Sun standards, but we might be able to make some upgrades for them. But this is
That is my hope.
this doesn't meet the quality that these people could bring to the table. To be honest, they could be living better, and I think we just need to make them realize that.
I don't feel like it's the quality that your leader wants. I feel like it's the power that our people possess.
Oh, sure, but it's give and take. We get a bit of y'all's power just by having you guys under our wing, and we make sure that y'all are taken care of and better living standards for sure.
That's what I feel is in order, and that's what I feel is right.
You guys have high maintenance.
So,
I mean,
that guy again?
all about living your best life.
Yeah.
That
was
You're not
Aragon's
eating
ring.
linens. Deal with it.
So, who was that guy?
that was the order of he's the leader of the order of the Lycan. He is Paragus Blood Moon. Paragus Blood Moon. Paragus Blood Moon.
Grandson of Paragon.
Paragon.
Yeah, I mean,
Grandson of Paragon.
I'm saying, who is he? He's the leader of the Lycan? You're not a Lycan, are you?
Lycan.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a Lycan.
So then what is he to you?
Well, like, what was his name? He is still one of my people that I've grown up with. He didn't exactly teach me, but he's
still one of your superiors.
Yes, he's still one of my
superiors. This is not a play, Nick. This is not a play.
No, I want to know. I want Nick's character to explain to me how his relationship is.
Okay.
He's not exactly my mentor. He's more of if I needed different guidance or if I wanted to ask questions about the other things, he would tell me no, or he would give me advice on different things. He's not exactly my leader,
right.
But he is he's still one of my people.
Right. Now, you said there's different orders?
And I still have to respect him. Yes, there's different
So there must
orders.
be a council. Right?
Leader.
You are way behind, don't you?
I don't know if it exactly was a council, but yes.
There is a
Some
council.
people are slower than others. It is okay.
No. See, this is what I'm getting at. We got this guy who comes in all hot, but there's a council. So how about we tell this guy to dick off, and we go talk to a council?
Well, he is part of the council. He is part of the council.
Okay. So why are we just talking to him?
He is the leader.
He doesn't make all the choices, doesn't he?
You're right, and he told us to stay here, and I have no doubt that he's going to get the rest of the council.
What if I want to leave?
If you want to leave, I mean,
I'm basically a god. I can do what I want.
I agree, but I think we need to respect.
You sit like on the ground.
Yeah, I just. I don't have to wait here if I don't want to. I'm basically a god. That's what I do.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Very high and mighty of yourself. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't got time. I'm gonna pull out a cup that has like a couple dice in it. I'm like, so Shizuki, I got this cup, and it's called Dragon Ante, and I got it in Angaria for like 10 gold. Right? You want to play?
Yeah.
I would encourage you to evaluate the seriousness of this meeting.
Well, I'm gonna be honest,
well,
Phoenix,
nobody's here.
I gave you that.
He's been
potion.
gone for like
You
20
should be
minutes.
Good to go.
Phoenix, they're not gonna take it seriously.
He's been gone for like
it's been
like 20 minutes. Okay, this dude. He said, "Wait here." What does he think? We're all just gonna sit on our hands? No, I'm gonna play this Dragon's Ante.
Okay. Yep. It's great. We'll play. You can pass the time. It'll be fine. All right. Is
Yeah.
that all the questions that you had, or did you want to ask more?
No, that was it. I wanted you
Oh,
to
that was it.
explain.
Okay.
Hey, look,
I,
if you need us, call us. And in fact, and I'll snap my fingers and I'll cast Arcane Eye, and I'm just gonna have it float above Phoenix's head. I'll keep an eye on you.
So right
Okay.
about this time, Phoenix, you hear a female voice that just says, "Phoenix, it is so good to see you." As you see a female dark elf or drow, long white hair, slightly curly, um, gray skin, red eyes. She's wearing what appears to just be some studded leather. Carries a couple long swords. As she approaches you, it is
a little
so good to see
Canadian
you, Phoenix.
Underdark
As she gives you a hug.
Is
You
so.
recognize this as Shrell Deep Bloom,
I give her a hug right back.
and she is the leader of the
Yes.
Order of the Profane Soul.
Bro. Yes. I give her.
What was her
Hey,
name
you
Right.
again?
funky kids. Hand check.
Shrell.
Shrell?
Yes. Yeah.
Hand check, you kids.
I'm in bed right now. Shrell.
So you see her as well as a couple other
Shrell
individuals. Well, actually, a couple other individuals. One is Paragus, who you've already seen. The other one is a tiefling male he's sort of lithe, very slender, but he's a red-skinned tiefling. He has long, curved horns that almost reach the back of his head. Short, black, buzzed hair. He's actually wearing sort of a little more armor, some medium armor. So some of the occasional armor plating here and there, and he just has a single longsword.
So, Phoenix, you gonna introduce me to your family?
Yes. This is so we have
This is I'm Aaron Black, Engine of Gluttony.
Shrell, right?
Yes, you were saying that, right?
Yeah. And this is
Nick, you keep breaking up, man.
okay, yeah, Shrell. Really? Yeah, I have bad internet connection here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're
It just
cutting in
keeps
and
on
out.
going up, like up and down. Yeah, give me 1 second. Can y'all hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, this is Sherelle Deep Bloom. She is my mentor, and she is the one that taught me everything that I know.
Pleasure to meet you. Aaron Black at your service.
Yes, and these are the rest of the these are the rest of the group.
7 deadly sins?
What? Yeah, these are the rest of the 7 deadly sins. We got Shiziki. We got we got Shiziki, and who's all here? Like who's all in the room? Like,
Shiziki,
Everybody but Valastrios.
Dorian,
okay, everybody but
and
Lex.
Philia.
Yep, Dorian, Philia. Yep. That's Ellis, and then all of my Paris went. Who? Okay. His name. I'm terrible at pronouncing names.
We get the gist.
Yep. Y'all get the gist. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yes, I have great news, and I would like to sit down with the order and speak of these great
He's gone.
news. And what?
He's gone.
Huh?
He's gone. He's back.
He's gone. Okay.
Gavin. He lost
Gavin.
internet for just a minute. He's back, but we
Okay.
can't hear him. He doesn't know we can't hear him.
That's amazing.
Hear me now.
Yeah, he's talking.
Yes, we can hear you now.
No,
Now we can hear you now.
no, keep working on it.
And you hear me now.
Yep, you're
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I think the server's still trying to come back. We lost that too.
Still showing. I mean, okay. But yes,
Anyway.
so the tiefling walks up. Since you were the one that introduced yourself, Aaron, he walks up and shakes your hand. The name's Whitaker Malik. A pleasure. Leader of the Order of the Mutants.
Pleasure to meet you.
Paraga says, so I suggest we go this way.
Yes, is
As
there
you
someone-
notice, we are
Yes.
missing one. He is currently, well, you'll see.
Okay.
Is he okay?
For now. You would already know this, Phoenix, but Rashmont, he's sick. He's old. He's very elderly, so he doesn't get around very well anymore.
Okay.
Well, lead the way, as I kind of like gesture.
Yes, we shall go.
So he takes you to a back room and waits by the door for all of you to walk through. Once you do, he shuts the door. You see what appears to be an elderly shifter seated in a chair by a fire. He has a metal cane next to him. He says, I wasn't expecting guests, but welcome.
Sorry for the intrusion.
He stands up and says, my name is Rashmont Bloodmoon. It's a pleasure. My son, as he gestures to Paragus, has already informed me of some of the details of why you are here. Do elaborate. There's this group, the Dark Sons, that you wish for us to be brought into the fold of.
Yes.
Yes.
We believe they could help you bring all of your organization to great standard. And I knew your father. He fought side by side with me in battle.
It warms my heart to hear that my father finally got the redemption of which he sought.
He did.
You know, he
He did
gave his
indeed.
life to save mine. Many, many years ago.
I would not be here if I didn't think that this organization could help in any way. I signed a lifelong contract with them. Myself.
I believe that this organization can bring the Blood Hunters back to the same light it was before we got hunted down and treated as scum. I believe we can make this order back to the greatness it was, and even greater than it was back when we weren't hunted as scum. But I only see us able to do this with this order.
Now tell me, Phoenix, for I would trust you with my life. Your word carries great weight with me. Do you trust your present company? And do you trust this order that we would become a part of?
Yes, I would trust them with my life. I would trust them with the lives of all my people. All of the people in this pyramid.
He speaks up and he says, well, let's work out the details. And immediately Paraga says, but father! And he says, son, we must face reality. Our time as the Order as it has stood is over. The people will not trust us without the proper resources. If that was the case, would we be truly living in these conditions? Would we be truly having to hide ourselves,
And
rarely
Paraga-
seeing the light of day?
If I had the resources myself to bring this organization back to life, I would do it myself, but I do not. So I have not seek out, but I have found another organization that has the resources, that has the power, that has the trust of the people to bring our blood hunter order back to the light it was in
And
before we was
Prerogative,
treated like scum.
I know you have disdain for a lot of people, but think about what your grandfather would have wanted. He hid because y'all were being hunted. The only reason why you are here is because of him hiding you. Imagine a world where you don't have to hide anymore.
I am a werewolf. I will always have to hide what I
No,
truly am.
you won't. Not with this. I swear it. I thought I had to hide for the rest of my life. I'm gonna take off my cloak, showing my mechanical arm. I thought I was going to have to hide away from my life and become somebody different, and I didn't. Because of one person bringing me to meet these people that I now can call family. And then one of the members of my family bringing me into this organization has brought me from when I was away from my path, and it has helped me find my path and my center once again.
I can bring in a person that has been with this order for longer than I've even known him, and longer, I'm pretty sure, than my buddy Aaron here has known him. If you would like to speak with him, he can truly advocate for this order.
So Shrell
For the,
speaks up, and she says, I certainly see the merits of this arrangement. However, let's make this formal. Who among present company is the highest ranking member of this Dark Sons?
I'm gonna point straight at Suzuki's.
Yeah, I'm not there. I'm out playing dice with Dorian.
Yeah.
He is
You
outside.
didn't follow them back?
Damn it, Shiziki. How'd you get three doubles in a row? 4 times.
Amulet telepathy. Hey, Suzuki, can you come to me, please?
Yeah,
We
I
need
heard the
you.
whole conversation because I was listening and watching with Marky and I. Alright. I'll turn to Dorian. Apparently my services are required.
You're cheating out here.
Right when he stands up, you, Dorian, see this Goliath.
There's 6 dice. Somehow
Who-
I have extra dice.
You've seen this Goliath that you've never met before. He doesn't say anything. All he does whenever Shizuki gets up is goes and sits down cross-legged across from you and just stares at you.
I pass him the jar of dice. And I say, all right, you go first, buddy. Let's do this.
He grunts and starts rolling dice. Rolls terribly and then goes, "Roar!" and slams the ground.
All right. You really want to play a game right now? Like a mini game instead of a game?
We're not actually rolling dice for 3 Dragon Nanny, but
I'll make some rolls.
oh,
All right.
you make your way back there,
Yeah.
Shizuki. And when you walk in the room, this
As I walk
female
in the room,
drow.
I will activate my Cloak of Billowing.
You do it, and it's dramatic, like Fabio in the wind.
Not even wind in here. How is his hair blowing like that?
Major Belrook, I believe you wanted to speak with me.
It's a pleasure to meet you. As this very attractive-looking drow walks up to you, shakes your hand. Shrell Deep Bloom. Her hair is all like dolled up. She has her hair like tied in a bun, but with like one strand that's sort of just dangling across the side of her face. And so you see this elderly shifter. He's just wearing just some simple garb, just like a white tunic and like some tan pants, and that's it. Just in some sandals. He stands up and, with a lot of difficulty, he gets himself to his feet and walks over to you with a cane. The name is Rashmont Bloodmoon. I have been informed that you know my father.
For a stint, we actually we shared some blood together on the battlefield.
It is truly an honor. Now,
The honor's all mine.
Now, to cut to formalities, they tell me that you are the highest ranking member of your order currently present.
Yes, actually, I'm the major within the Dark Suns. In fact, from what I've been listening in on, Phoenix doesn't actually mention one other detail. If you agree to this, you'll actually be working under me.
I see. And Paragus says, "Oh, is that so? So suppose that we hear of, let's just say, some rogue werewolves who are attacking people on the other side of the continent. Must I ask you for permission for us to do our job?"
I mean, we can discuss what freedoms and allotments that you have, but let me ask you this. If you have werewolves on the other side of the country or wherever, how do you get there?
You hear crickets. He has no response.
Exactly. What I can offer you and provide you with is means to do your jobs better.
And you'll let us do them?
The Dark Suns allows a lot of freedoms. Even me. I've been adventuring with this group of fine people here for some time and doing what I've always had for my personal goals. As long as you can act within the confines of the agreement. When you are summoned, you are expected to be where we summon you. When we call for your aid, you will be there. But in the meantime, if we don't have an immediate need of you, as long as you can still follow our rules, you're free to do as what you usually do.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, since that was a pretty good argument.
Alright, let me walk upstairs. Let's grab me a plate and a couple cokes, because our pizza just got here.
Oh, nice.
If I was gonna persuade a bitch, I would roll. Oh, you said with advantage, so roll again. Yeah, there we go. Can I ask you for a sexual favor right now while I'm at it? Because
that was pretty good. You might be able to ask Shrell for a sexual favor. We'll see. I don't know. She seemed like she was kind of into you, maybe. But he says, "You unfortunately bring up some valid points. We don't have resources. In fact, beyond that, we're starving just being here. I must admit, I tire of having to hunt lizards and snakes just to survive." And Shrell says, "And I would much prefer some more pleasantries that life has to offer. This is a little too rough living for my tastes." So the tiefling walks up to you and says, "So I suppose with this arrangement, we will be supplied with weapons, armor, materials that we need for our rituals."
here's what I will provide you with, or at least bring to it. I have the influence to get you what is an understandable amount of items and supplies of what it is you need to do, whatever it is that you would like to. Again, here's where the trade-off comes. You're going to be, if this all works out, members of the Dark Suns, which means you represent us. So wearing rags and eating garbage off the desert floor doesn't work for us. We need you to present an image. So, we'll provide you with the means to maintain that standard, a bit more of a higher quality of life, if you will. Again, it's a trade-off. The freedoms that you have will not all be taken away, but will be more limited, because you will now take orders from me and my higher ups.
But if there is a large battle where our forces are needed on the front lines, we will be expected to be there.
More than likely. Why would you let your brethren die? Your brethren, your family, your guildmates, all that grows. Just like you wouldn't let any of your friends and family here just go out to fight alone. Well, our people are out there and fighting, risking their lives. We're going to expect whatever backup we need.
So, I propose this. All of those who are in favor of this arrangement, step forward. And he
Well,
steps forward as well as Shrell and Rashmont instead, because he was already seated. I also support this arrangement. The only person who doesn't step forward and seems hesitant to do so is Paragus.
A full-on wrestling match is going on outside right now.
Paragus.
I will say there are some other stipulations, like I will have to take order of all of the Blood Hunter orders. I will
No,
be you
no,
yes,
no. You will
yes,
be the
that is
liaison.
one of the stipulation. That is one of the
No,
stipulations.
the
It was one
Did
of the
he
stipulation
not
is
say?
stipulations.
It
He
is
would be
this one of the
the leader of the
stipulations.
Blood Hunters. That was the stipulation. Now,
That is the
Shaziki
stipulation.
is more of a supervisory role in that he is over the people that are
Me.
over other, not just the Order of the Blood Hunters, but as well as the Engineering Corps and the
Spelljammer Squad.
Spelljammers. So it's more like Shaziki just has the ability to veto anything that they might propose, but overall, the actual managerial role would go to Phoenix.
gotcha.
He's the direct supervisor. I'm the overall manager.
So
At least until
So
VV gets
that
replaced.
is a stipulation that will have to be in order, as in one of the stipulations that we'll have to put in effect if we are to go with this deal. I will be seeing over the entire Blood Hunter order.
and Paragus immediately says, "Well, that's rather convenient, isn't it, Phoenix? We agree to this, and suddenly you're over all of us. You stand to
Paragus, this was
gain
not
from this."
Paragus, this was not my doing. This was Suzuki's boss's doing. This was not my doing. I don't even care to be over y'all. His boss wanted me to be over y'all.
Yeah, right.
It
Make
was
a
my
What are you
persuasion
doing.
doing?
check
With advantage.
because you have the potion. Yes.
Um, Gavin, can you do it for me since I'm not at the computer?
Yeah. Let me. Do you remember what your bonuses are? I can look it up if I need to.
I don't remember what my bonuses were. Sorry. I think
You're
it's
good.
like 1 to persuasion. I think it's 1.
Yeah, you get a +1 to persuasion. So
Yeah, I get a
giving you
+1.
advantage. That's enough. That's an 11. He only rolled a 6.
Well, there you go.
So this isn't some power play for you to take over the Blood Hunters.
No, it is not. Honestly, I don't care. I just want to see the Blood Hunter Order strive. I don't care as long as the leader is strong-willed and knows what's right. I don't care.
So then let me ask you, Major, could we possibly arrange a change in leadership if I was to agree to this?
No. I don't know
I
you. I know Phoenix. Phoenix is also not just going to be your immediate person to speak with, he's also the acting liaison. And the reason that we need him in a position of authority is so that we can make whatever changes we need with you, and so that you can relay whatever changes you need from us immediately. I don't know you,
I
I don't know how to
am
contact you, I don't know where you stand with the rest of your people. This is going to be a lot of trust needed in this. Phoenix has mine, I have his. As of 5 minutes
and
ago, we
then
were strangers.
and then obviously my word does hold some weight with y'all, as in y'all trust me.
Exactly.
Rashmont speaks up and says, "Son, I understand your hesitation, but think of our future, what they're offering us. The ability to stand proud among the very people that we want to protect, as well as all the resources that we need to do our jobs more effectively. Think of all the lives we can save." He tips his head down almost in defeat and takes a step forward.
I am so glad that y'all were able to come in agreement. This is truly what I think is the better for our order, and this will be an amazing opportunity for us as the Blood Hunters.
And Shrell speaks up and she says, "And I'm especially excited. It seems as though this Shiziki gentleman, was that your name, Shiziki? You seem to be very resourceful, very capable. I look forward to working with you in the future."
Likewise.
So, to skip to the formalities, she reaches into her satchel and produces a piece of parchment, as well as an inkwell and a quill. And she walks over to this parchment and says, "To all of the terms discussed here today," and she puts down her signature.
I ask for everybody to sign this paper, as in a good faith of everything that we've talked about.
Faraga says, "I want the terms written on the paper first before I'm signing anything."
We can have that done. Suzuki, how fast do you think we can have those terms written up?
Aaron's gonna pull out his pen and go, "I got this," and he's going to literally sit there and start writing down every single freaking term.
In the
Also,
meantime,
we
while you're
need
writing this down, the Whitaker, the tiefling individual, he walks over and says, "Will you just excuse me?" and puts a signature down on the paper.
I will ask Suzuki, we do need a list of the rules of the guild, or
Y'all talk, I will write.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't we give Shiziki the terms and conditions already? Like, doesn't he already have a piece of paper with his terms?
I think it'll be
No,
due.
it was. I don't think it
more,
was
I
given
just
to
need
you
to
yet.
recruit them.
Yeah.
I get to make my own terms.
Oh, okay.
Suzuki, I think
Just
a
give me the
sort of-
terms, and I will start writing them down.
So I don't want to get into making this some big, long thing to RP out. The basics of it is the same rules that I gave to Phoenix and to you about joining the guild. The big thing with Dark Suns is if you are summoned, you cannot turn it down. You are absolutely 100% summoned, you have to go.
Okay, yeah, he just continues to write.
Right, you can't do anything that makes the Dark Suns look bad. That's not to say you can't do anything illegal, you just can't get caught. So it's kind of finicky. You can go murder people. You cannot get caught murdering people as a member of the Dark Suns. So you just.
And if you do get caught, then they absolutely discard you and say we had no idea what they were doing, and keep the plausible deniability.
I don't know if you should really put that in there. That's more of like an unspoken agreement.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's just putting. Aaron at this point has blocked you out and is just writing the terms that he already knows. Here, I hand the parchment over. There it is written.
Sure. But beyond that,
and I'm gonna put two.
Chain of command.
There's two lines that say witness. Suzuki, please sign this.
Sure, but 1 second here, and I'm gonna nudge Phoenix. I'm like, is there anything specific you want out of this? You're gonna be in charge of these people. Do you want a title? Do you want a position, land, something here? The people that gives you a seat of power? Whatever you want right now to deal with these people, be in charge of them, to be able to enforce that authority. Now's the time.
I feel like I like the council thing. I want to be head council leader. You know, yeah.
What do you want
the
to
whole
be?
council?
You want to be the chairman.
Yeah,
the
chairman.
council.
There we go. I want to be the
So-
chairman of the council.
Chairman of the council, do you want to be able to overthrow or basically veto anything they say? I will be able to do it since I run this entire thing, but to be
Yes, I
honest,
would
I
like
don't want to
to.
be the guy that has to deal with everything for yours. I want you to be able to run this independently, and I can just tell you, I need your people to do this. It will happen.
Yes, I feel like a veto of my power for me to veto would be in handy.
All right, then I'll write that in. As I write it in.
Okay.
Anything else that would like to be added in on either side?
That they all are going to be expected to wear Dark Sun's paraphernalia. They have to represent it, but that's really it, man. Again, I'm not going to get into it. I think I've already covered as much details as I want to.
Yeah, I got your side. I was mainly talking about theirs.
Shrell almost says jokingly, "Is there any way we could add a line about being provided with caviar and champagne? That would be great."
I mean, there are bonuses if you do a job extremely well. Trust me. I own a mansion now. I used to be practically homeless.
Yes, and I feel it's
Is there anything reasonable that would like to be signed here?
She says, "That was all in jest. Just that some of our practices, many people might find questionable. We do not practice necromancy, but many people view it as just a step above it. We will not be undeterred. If there's any ritual we wish to follow, we will have the absolute freedom to do so, with the
Of course.
trust that it is for a reason and that we know what we are doing,
Of course.
and that it was not us that destroyed our order; it was others."
Of course.
and I would
All right.
like to put in that, or yeah, no, just keep on. No, like that's fine. Done writing. I just want to mention that we will be or talk to Suzuki and be like, is there something we can do at this moment? Like give them some money so they can start on their way to better living.
And
She says,
As
"I
I
know.
look over to Suzuki.
I would like a shrine of the Great Old One. I will provide all the artwork you need to construct it."
here's the thing. Aaron's going to reach into his backpack. He's going to pull out 500 gold in platinum and stack it on the table. That counted as a... I look over to Phoenix. A loan, per se. To get you started.
Alone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Dark Suns will reimburse me one day. But that'll at least get you...
Okay, so
Yeah,
you don't
something to
expect
start.
okay, I just wanted to make it clear that you don't expect the blood hunter to reimburse you. You expect okay. The
Yeah, it's like
Dark-
he's taking out a loan
yeah.
from the Dark Suns. He made
okay,
that
the Dark
over.
Suns to reimburse you. Okay. Alright, good. I just want to make that clear.
Thank you for signing on. Here, you're now getting a loan from me, and it's gonna have some astronomical APR. The VIG is gonna murder you guys. All right.
That is 5... That is 500... I'm going to look at the council. There is one thing we need to discuss here. Phoenix, you are chairman.
Yes. Of course.
Who else gets a seat at the council?
I feel like all the council leaders that are here now are well more than capable.
Including the son of the council leader?
Talking about Paragus.
Yep.
I feel as Paragus is definitely questioned our judgment, but I feel as he did it as a good faith to his people, so I feel we will have no problems with him.
Well, how
part of
about
the
this?
council.
There should be... And I'm not telling you how to run your side, I'm just giving you advice. For each organization that you have, the 4 of them, there should be one leader. And when that leader with no disrespect to any of you, when that leader passes, then a new leader needs to take that seat.
Of course.
When that time
And
comes, if the council agrees, then Paragus can take that seat. But until then,
Already has a seat.
no, because he is not the leader. His father is still alive, Nick.
He is the leader of the Lichen.
No,
His
he's a
father
leader
is the
of
leader the
one of them.
mutant. Or
Yeah.
Lichen, that thing, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's already a leader.
Then that is what we'll do. I will write that in the contract as well.
And Rashmont says, and I shall still lead my ghost slayers.
Yes, of course. Everybody leads who they are rightfully in line with. But
You just
you
have
will
to. Your decisions will go through Phoenix,
me.
and Phoenix will go through Shiziki. Now,
Paragus walks over and says, he scans the contract. Seems to be in order. And he signs it. You now have 4 signatures.
Aaron's
And then
gonna
I
pull out
give
his
my
pen, draw a gear, and put a 7 through it.
I have to put my signature.
Yes, you do.
Here.
I will put my signature down.
I will sign it and I will dot my I with a smiley face.
Aaron will then take the contract. He will roll it up, and he'll put it in his jacket. Put his jacket back on. Put it in his jacket. I will make sure this gets to Commander Vandalore.
I mean,
Yes,
I
that
could
is
just
the
send it to him now. That's what I was gonna do.
I want to make sure he gets it hand delivered.
Whitaker, the tiefling, who's the leader of the Order of the Mutant, says, so I suppose that we will not be running our order from 2 hours away from the walls of Angaria. Will we be provided with new quarters, new areas to
Of course.
train, do our research?
I do feel as that is in order. I will get right on that.
He gives a smirk and says, you know, Phoenix, the leadership role, it suits you. It suits you well.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I have your respect. Thank you.
He takes a step back. So Rashmont says, so the finer details, how are we making this happen? When does this become official? When do we leave here to begin our trek to Angaria?
Well, it was official as soon as you finished the signing. But we can hammer out the rest of the details and whatnot, if you want, about trying to make accommodations and things of the sort. Well, to be honest, now that we know that you are all on board, I'll go ahead and head on back to Angaria and speak with my commander and get everything set up for you guys.
And of course, any of you are welcome here anytime, that is for the brief remaining duration of our stay here. I assume you will get a message to us when we are to abandon our pyramid here and make our way to Angaria.
Yes,
Yes, and
thank you. I assumed I would be welcome in the people that I am in command of.
and we will have to speak on outsiders are obviously going to be somewhat of a new thing for this community because again we did not allow outsiders for the longest time, but it's this
Do you
with
believe
this
that
new
you need an escort to get to Angaria?
I think we can make it.
If you need one, let us know, and we will make sure there's one provided.
Of course. Yep. We will.
Understood. I will be eagerly awaiting word from you before we can finally leave this hovel to make our way to the big city of Angaria. And Phoenix, thank you for what you have done for our order. I, for one, am very thankful.
I'm just doing what I thought is right for our people.
Now,
I'm
if
happy
I
to
could
do it.
ask, Gracemonte says, if I could ask one other favor beyond our contract. If you meet my father again, I wish to see him. It has been, 114 years since I last laid eyes on him. I would like to see him again.
I am sure you will see him again.
If you could enlighten me on something that I'm honestly curious about, what is the extent, how should I phrase this? If someone were to join your order, is that expected that they're in it for life, even after death? Are they
Not
always
necessarily.
from then
You are
on?
not you are not obliged to remain a member. However, if you are to leave, it is you are to not speak of your ties to us again. For similar to the fashion that you were mentioning about your order, we do not wish for our image to be further tarnished from what it already is. If somebody were to be a member of our order and then utilize blood magic for evil deeds, how do you believe that would make us look?
Understandable. More of a question, one which is good to know that, but even in death, are you still tied to the order?
Well, that's no. When you die, you are to enjoy the peace that the afterlife grants you. I feel as though through a life of service you have earned it.
Fair enough, fair enough. It's a very wise outlook on things. Well, on that note, and I will brush myself off, I have places to be and people to talk to.
Of course. Till next time, Major.
Yes, what's his name?
Rashmont.
Mr. Blood Moon. I don't know what to refer to council members. A Councilman Blood Moon. Sure. I
All
will
right,
give
I
a Dark
think
Sun salute and I will start to turn on my heel.
All right. And Paragus says, "I'll walk you out."
Very well.
So when you reach the exit to the facility, he says to you, Phoenix, Phoenix, I pray that you
yes,
know what you are doing with this. You've convinced me, hesitantly, that this is the best route to take. I just hope that
trust me,
being a member of this order does not keep us from doing our jobs.
it will not. I've seen that this order functions very well with outside groups like the Blood Hunters, and it will be growing and growing. And the group that we will be joining is very well versed in its leadership. That is why the leader of this group is wanting to bring in the Blood Hunters.
Oh, I totally forgot to put it in the terms about the orgy Fridays that we have. Ah,
Shut up, Suzuki. I'm just gonna start shoving Suzuki out the door. At this point, like I'm just like pushing Suzuki out the door. Like, nope,
I'm
let's
a
go. Come on.
major.
As the door is shutting, you hear him start to say, "Is that serious?" Like he was about to say serious, but then the door slams and
As I try to yell back, no!
Well, Phoenix, you did it.
Ah, yes, I do feel accomplished in this journey that we've done well.
Well, head chairman,
I think
you
we
know I still
go.
outrank you, right?
Yes, I do know that.
I said
Well,
it's gonna be like,
actually, we have not gotten that formalities out yet, so we might be on the same.
nope, I still outrank you as I kind of like slug him in the shoulder a little bit as I walk off.
Oh, we will
Like,
see
not like
about
a
that.
hard slug, just a little, like, fun little tap. As you, by the way, Phoenix, you do feel a little bit of electricity coming through your body. Like, just a tingle.
Oh, yeah.
Just a tingle.
hmm I kind of shrug it off and just keep on walking, and I'll be like, "We will see. We will see."
So, Shaziki, since you still have Speak with Animals on, you hear a sudden commotion off in the distance as a loud trampling is heading in your direction.
I mean,
You
would
hear,
it be? It only lasts for 10 minutes. I imagine that conversation lasted longer than that.
oh, it only lasts for 10 minutes?
That's
Damn.
the.
You don't have another use, do you?
I do.
Okay. Well, never mind.
If
Then
for whatever
instead,
reason I just spur of the moment because there's no animals, I'm like, hey guys, want me to dare me to cast a spell?
Yeah, Shiziki, do it.
I cast Speak with Animals.
Oh
you
wow, what
hear
would you?
you hear Philip McCrotch just angrily unhand this prey, foul fiend, as Jumbaloo is running with this giant snake in his mouth, pulling Philip McCrotch like a kite behind him, with him also latched on to this snake. Uh, and he's like, "Let go of my prey! I called it first. I had dibs." And Jumbaloo just says, "No, is mine!" And he just keeps running,
I
pulling
drop
Philip
Speak with
McCrotch behind
Animals.
him.
I should not have cast that.
Oh my.
And I will check off that spell slot that was well used.
I feel like you would have got a short rest playing the game with
Short rest has got to be an hour, man.
Oh,
Even so,
okay,
I
yeah,
don't.
those.
That particular spell, I don't get back with a short rest.
Oh, okay.
Go multi-class.
Mm.
Some spells I get back with a short rest. Some take long. All right.
So yeah, he stops at you and no, I'm not gonna have any more animal
Hey,
dialogue.
did I win my wrestling contest with the Goliath?
You were playing Three Dragon Annie.
No, he said they started doing wrestling. Like we heard it.
Oh, give me an athletics check.
You know that's gonna be like ridiculously high.
Ooh, you're gonna need a good roll.
With them double fours.
Yeah, I know.
You lost that arm wrestling match. I rolled a
He needs to start.
natural. I rolled a natural 18 with a.
If I lost the arm wrestling, I would have put him in a headlock.
Another athletics check. Oh, that wasn't a good one. That was a yeah. Okay, yeah, you get him in a headlock, and he just finally utters his first word: "Mercy, mercy."
I let him
Okay. The name's Greg. That's all he says, and then he walks off.
go. Okay.
So we've all moved
right.
back up. We're
I just
good. We all together.
I just go back and sit. I go back outside and just sit and wait for everybody else.
Yeah, it seems.
So yeah, I'm just outside.
All right. Yeah, it seems everybody's together. Jumbaloo eventually gets to you, Shiziki, and then just slurps up the rest of the snake like a noodle. And then finally, when the end of the snake gets to his mouth, Philip McCrotch lets go.
That's a good boy.
I didn't have lips to slurp.
Well, he does. He slurps up the snake like a noodle.
Oh, okay.
And then he gives you another bloody lick across the face.
Fantastic. I will mount up, fire cannon off into the air. We're done here.
So I've been out here a minute, and Drew Blue ate the pony unicorn.
No, the unicorn is still there. However, I will say when you fire off the cannon, you pull like a Major League, if you've ever seen that movie, as you see like a bird explode into feathers in the air.
See, that's some pinpoint accuracy.
You just shot a vault here.
Also, the nightmare has just been prancing around in circles for like the past half hour. I don't
The
know
nightmare
what's
is
going
at the manor. That's like the one thing that didn't come out. Oh, and the raptor.
on. No, the nightmare was out here, just doing circles in the sand. I've been watching him. He just left. He was
You've
here a
been
minute ago.
hallucinating, my friend.
No, it wasn't. He was just here.
You see a Pepsi machine off in the distance.
Man, it's getting hot out here.
Yeah, I believe we should go.
I will reach into my bag and take out the decanter of endless water and just shoot up a geyser to cool everybody off. Let's go!
Wait. I haven't seen Feely in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I
she's
kind of
been
think she
there,
got
right?
lost in the fray. Yeah, she came with us.
Okay.
She stepped out of the room. Did she go back to bed? Oh my gosh, she went back to bed.
Y'all talking too much.
She didn't even finish dinner. Woman. Oh my god. Get called out.
If you need to go, Nick,
He's already gone.
okay.
Oh, I got shit to do if we're gonna do shit. Well, I got
I'm not gone just yet, but I am getting fussed at to come down the stairs.
I have nothing to do other than just like fly around in circles.
Are we gonna talk to the? Hey, probably have enough time to talk to the Dark Brotherhood.
Dark
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Skyrim.
I mean,
Dark Sun.
I mean, Dark Sun's leader.
And we make it back to Tempest Keep.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and knock that out so you can go. If you need to.
I will park
Yeah.
Jumbaloo outside the front doors of Tempest Keep, and I will tie his reins off on like this tiny little twig of a tree.
People keep a wide berth from you as you ride a T-Rex to the city.
Well, I just want to make sure that like I've got him tied off to the tiniest little shrubbery that there is.
Nice. So you found like a palm tree to tie him to.
Yeah, what?
Yep.
Something that you could probably like sneeze at and it'll fall over, but that's what I'm tying my T-Rex to. Let's go. That should keep him.
With a loud thud, he sits on the ground and leaves a crater in the ground.
That's my
I think
boy.
I'm just gonna fly back to the mansion and goof off there for a little bit. I got nothing to do.
By all
I got no
means, the
business
manor
talking to
is
VV.
accessible to you guys at all times, and there's
Yeah.
all sorts. In fact, I will send off a letter to Barrett saying, expect the dwarf. Make sure he is well provided for, and find he doesn't drink ale anymore, so don't give him that. Try and find out what he wants,
Okay.
Yeah.
Message
and I will take another platinum out of my inventory.
Aaron's gonna go straight for BV's office.
Yeah.
I'm going with him.
All right, you get there, and so when you walk in, he says, "Have a seat. Tell me the good news."
I'm gonna open up my jacket and pull out the contract and set it on his desk.
I believe these are all the formalities you talked about.
He gives you a smile, Phoenix, and says, "You made the right choice. Now, let's
I
talk
believe I
of
did.
rank. You'll have a trial period as a sergeant, but expect a promotion soon. Consider it as being a commissioned officer, in the same way that Azrael was able to start as a lieutenant. I believe that your tenure among your order grants you similar formalities. Just show me what you're worth, and you'll be a
Understood.
lieutenant in no time.
Understood.
So
Now
yes,
to the rest
like
of
I
you.
said, I still outrank you at the moment. As I kind of like elbow him.
I know your woodworking and your whittling is consuming a lot of your time, Brandon, but we can all hear it.
Woodworking.
I don't know, whatever he's hammering over there.
No, that was my binder. I was getting my stuff ready for school tomorrow. You know, I still do that.
Really? I'm out till January.
Well, I still
You're not
go
on
to
like
school
Christmas
till
breaks?
4 a.m. Dude, my Christmas break was literally from the 21st to the 28th, and that's it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, like I get New Year's Day off, and then I go back to school.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's get back to.
Yeah. So that way you can go.
Yeah.
So to the rest of you, he says to Shiziki and Aaron, "Good work, both of you. I believe this commission will suit you." As he slides forward 2 bills, basically 2 pieces of paper that can be traded into like a treasury, each with his signature on it, and in the value of 100,000 gold pieces.
Actually, Commander. Their stuff started, so that way they
I
could.
thought you gave them 500.
That's what I meant. I meant 500,000. I gave them 500,000 to get their stuff started. I kind of need to be reimbursed for that.
I'll allow it.
I figured they would need some gear and stuff like that to be able to travel here, and to get them to be living a little bit better lives than what they're doing now.
Yes, I will say
Between
their
you and me, we'll just
situation
take
is
it out
not
of the
best.
grant that I was already going to give them. But that is fine.
Alright, sounds good.
So he gives you another writ. Just go to the bottom floor, and you can trade these in for your rewards. You know where to go. And Shiziki, you would absolutely know where to go. Same place you go to get paid for a contract. So.
Yeah,
Sounds
I'm
good,
just
thank
gonna
you.
Hold on to the bill.
You're gonna hold on to it?
Yeah, like I need 100,000 gold.
I'm gonna go cash out mine. My 600,000 gold.
Money, I'll go back to the
150,000.
manor. I've got 2.
No, I gave them 500,000. That's 600,000 gold in my pocket back.
Well, so he's given you the 500,000 that you gave him. He's
Right.
reimbursing you for that, plus an additional. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, 600,000.
Well, you said
That's
he
right.
gave us it was worth 100,000 gold, right?
Yes, and then
Yeah.
so yeah, you would be getting 600,000.
Okie dokie.
So I
Is there
imagine you
anything-
probably haven't deducted the 500,000 from your inventory, so just add 100,000, but same difference.
Oh, I'm gonna ask them for it in specifics. I'm gonna be like, can I get this in precious stones?
They don't really do that, and she says, "We don't really do that. It's just gold and platinum. That's all we deal in."
Then just give it to me on platinum.
Of course. And she gives you 60,000 platinum.
Thank you. Add that back to my dwindling inventory.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, if
Yep.
you want
Cool.
precious stones, I have a bunch. I also have a bunch of
Is there any?
ingots.
No,
for
I
you,
think
Aaron.
you're good, man. I was gonna try to get into Darkholm with the rest of the night, but if we're gonna be missing some people, we can skip that part and just get to that another time.
I am curious, and I'll even have the conversation.
So there's nothing that the guy needs me for.
No,
Just
you're
out of
done as far as Dark
curiosity.
Suns are concerned.
Where are we
Okay,
setting them
cool.
up at? Are we setting them up in Angaria?
That was the plan. Part of the contract is that they would have a new base constructed for them.
Okay.
Shiziki,
Cool.
those-
All right. Bye. I'll catch y'all later.
All right.
see you, man.
So next
So
time I'll probably end up being actually at home and on my computer.
Yeah.
All
Right.
good.
those ingots that you collected, can
Yep.
I see those?
Yeah, I have 2 ingots of adamantite, whatever that is. 3 ingots of arc metal, 1 of copper, 1 of gold, and 2 of mithril.
I want the ones of the arc metal.
You can have all of them because I don't know how to use any of this shit.
Oh, then yeah, here, give them to me.
Alright, you just write it down because I wrote these. I didn't they're not items that I can just share.
That's fine. Just I'll get them I'll get. It doesn't matter because
Here,
they're all going to.
I can link them.
After I get the ingots, I'm going straight to Wilhelm to ask him what the hell the arc metal is.
Here, this is what the item looks like.
You know I can't see it.
Oh, that's right. So it says an ingot of rare metal infused with the energy of the elemental planes over 1,000 years. This ingot is magical, and when folded into other metal during the smithing process, allows you to instantaneously create a magical item. This item's enchantment is influenced by the spells cast on it in the same way that items are influenced throughout the enchanting process. However, the enchantment stabilizes after the first instance of concluding the enchanting ritual. So basically, you cast all your spells on it, and then settle the enchantment, and the first time you do it, it just takes, as opposed to having to do it over a series of months.
Well, then I'm going straight to Wilhelm, and I'm going to hand all the ingots to Wilhelm and be like, do something with it. Preferably make me an arm.
Where did you get this? He says.
Fireplane, long story.
I see. This is quite rare.
Yes, could we make me an arm out of that?
I could make you practically anything, but what sort of enchantment would you like for it to have?
I want a lot more electric energy to where I don't have to use batteries all the time.
So, I can get you a... That can be done. It wouldn't have an infinite number of uses, however. It's similar to your battery. It would have a limited number of uses per day, as well as sort of an active enchantment that stays active all the time that would imbue your attacks with some degree of electrical energy, but you would of course have the ability to discharge more of it if you would like to.
That would be perfect. And if you can use some of that mithril to make it light.
Yes, I can do that. That'll be done. As you can tell, he's starting to get a little more excited about the project.
And I'm gonna pull out I'm gonna pull out my book, and I'm gonna rip the pages of my new arm out. Here, this also, you're gonna need to be able to add this onto it as well. It's gonna have the diagram for the chipset.
Chipset? What do you mean?
You remember I put the chip in my arm.
Chip? What do you mean chip?
The same thing that Solomon has.
Oh, the nanites?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So where it
I
just
have
kind of
a
fixes itself.
Yeah, I have a smaller one of those in my arm.
Yeah, so that way it can mend itself if it gets damaged.
Right.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, also, Brandon, since you're not at your computer, I don't know how much you just give this mithril, but this is the list of the things that I gave you. I sent it in Discord. And now
Yeah, I'll get work on this right away.
Yeah, so I gave him 6 arc metal, 2 animanite, 1 copper, 1 gold, and 2 mithril.
I only need 1 arc metal to make this happen. You can give me all 6, but multiple of them will not make the enchantment stronger. I only need 1.
Well, take it as a gift and use it somewhere else. We may need it.
Are you sure?
Make me an Arcanobot with it. I've always wanted one of those.
Oh, I can do much with this.
You had one.
I have never had the opportunity to.
No, I never had an Arcanobot.
Yeah, you never had one. I think the only person that's ever had an Arcanobot is Shiziki.
Do whatever you can with it. I trust you and your judgment with these rare finds.
Absolutely. I look forward to this. Check
As
back
I
in about a week. It'll be done.
sounds like a plan. I think we have to go to Darkholm and meet with an old friend.
I see. Be careful in Darkholm, and especially if you intend to take Philia with you. You know, of course, I worry about her, but Darkholm is known to not be very hospitable to members of her race.
You know me and Solomon will take care of her very well.
I know. Again, I can't help but worry about her still. And I know it was my urge. It was due to my urgings that she joined with the rest of you in the first place, but just don't let anything happen to her. I would never forgive myself. And tell Shiziki to take care too. I don't know the extent of his history with that place, but I do know that people like me and him, changelings, we're not very welcome there either.
I know. And you stay safe and sane. By the way, there was supposed to be somebody that's supposed to come by here. Has he shown up yet?
No, not as of yet. Who am I expecting?
Somebody that is supposed to help get because you know I have a new ranking with the Dark Suns.
Yes, I'm aware, and congratulations on that.
Yes. He is supposed to be the first, besides me, he's supposed to be the first member of my organization that I'm running.
The engineering corps, I heard about it.
Yes, the engineering corps indeed. And like I said, I was going to use part of your warehouse to help do that.
Well, of course. To be honest with you, I have an abundance of space here. This is far more than I need.
Well, I did get you the biggest warehouse.
You did. And I am absolutely grateful for that. But if you can benefit from this place, and if you can get some use out of the majority of the space that I am not even using, then by all means, I want you to have that space.
Sounds good. Well, I will have an architect in here doing some designs soon. But as of now, I need to rejoin the others and probably get some sleep.
Sounds good. I'm sure you have earned it. Take care of yourself.
With that, you as well, as I'm going to salute and walk off. And with that, I'm going to bed, guys, because I have to be up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, I suppose this is an okay place to call it. If we had everybody here until 11, I was gonna try to knock out the whole Darkholm thing, but we can get around to that.
I got a mini arc, super mini arc. I got something I wanted to do.
All right, well, you can have fun. I will see y'all later.
Me and
all right, man.
We can go to Darkholm by ourselves.
That's also true.
Yeah, I mean, we can team it. There's nothing we can't do. We're basically gods.
All right, what was it that you wanted to do, Sean?
Go to Darkholm.
I guess I will return Jumbaloo back to the arena, and I will make my way back to the manor.
Okay.
I will wait until that evening, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna do two things. I assume I'll wait, I'll chill off at the manor for like an hour. If I can do whatever it is I do. I don't know. I do all sorts of stuff. Pose for another painting. Have some fine wine. Do I have a
Is there
hot
a
tub?
chance?
I should have a hot tub.
You do. Is there any chance we could get to that in about 2 minutes? Just enough time for me to go to the restroom and come back?
Okay. You're the DM, man. You tell me.
Yeah, so I'm down for whatever you guys want to do, but I will be right back in literally 2 minutes. Don't even need to go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Well then.
Just another day.
Right.
What you doing after the game?
That's a good question. I don't know, because I didn't know we were gonna kind of wrap it up a little earlier than normal.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to not do anything.
Yeah, we've had that kind of in the last couple. Well, actually, no, you got to do a lot of yours. There was a lot of conversation between Phoenix or whatever, and your guy, since you went back to your guild. So we kind of got to chill on that one. I guess we're just passing it around. That's the thing about the diplomatic stuff that we do. Kind of takes a minute a lot of times.
Man, I don't see why we can't. If it's not gonna be something major, I don't see why we can't just go to Darkholm, just you and I.
At least kick it off.
Darkholm isn't that far from Angaria. You can literally just both hop on Philip, fly over there, and then teleport back, and then I can just tell Philip to make his way back later.
I mean, you tell me what you want to do. I got something else that's going to be an independent Chaz thing, but if you want to
It doesn't
roll to
bother me.
Darkholm, we can roll to Darkholm.
All right, guys, I am back.
Well, if we go there, if you teleport there tonight, then first thing in the morning we can just teleport back.
Sure, but why are we going there tonight just to teleport back?
I don't know. It's not gonna. He said that it would only last an hour to do what we need to do down there.
I mean, it depends on how you want to go about it. There's going to be some information that you're going to get, possibly that might. Well, I mean, who knows what you're going to do depending on how it goes. I can't predict it, but if you guys want to try to knock out Darkholm tonight, we can do that. Or at least get started on it if you want, or we can wait until next time when everybody's here. Doesn't matter to me.
Listen, man, I got something to do, but it's a me thing. So if you want to get involved and let's just go to Darkholm, we can definitely do that.
We can do one way or the other, man.
Your call, man. You tell me what you want to do. And I will. This is Shaz talking to Dorian. Hey, Dorian, what do you want to do in the morning? What do you want to do? I got stuff I can do on my own. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Considering it's noon and you're already talking about tomorrow.
We've been here. We've been on the same day for like the last 3 sessions. It is not noon.
No, it's not. But with the meeting that you initially had with VB,
I've been waiting to get all my shit reset after a long rest for
the sun is starting to cast a nice orange glow across the skyline. I'll put it that way.
I mean, I say let's go to Darkholm right now. And then, I mean, Darkholm was only like an hour, 2 hours away from Angaria. It's just right to the west.
Well, in order to get there, it might look that way on the map, but in order to get there, you have to go all the way up and then down into the Underdark.
Okay, look, you teleport us down there, and then we can spend the night and then teleport back in the morning. Whatever information we got, or we can just call Valastrios to teleport us back, teleport to us, and teleport us out. We'll figure it out. Let's go. Let's go to Darkholm.
All right. Well, do you want to go by Valastrios?
Let's bother him as least as possible.
Okay. Then
not going to be happy us requesting him to be a
I
shuttle.
don't think we're gonna be able to teleport until the morning, because even if we hit up Azrael, I don't think he's gonna. He's been bouncing around too. I don't know if he's gonna be able to.
Well, I mean, okay, so Tony speaking. One full day has already passed since your first meeting with Vivi. This is the second day. So all of your stuff should have been refilled this early this morning.
Uh, all of my stuff ever since we left the Fire Kingdom. When we were in the Fire Kingdom, like we
Yeah,
woke up that
New
morning,
Grass City.
I burned a lot of shit.
yeah.
And then we
All that
got
should have
back to
been refilled
Angaria. I still
this
have not come
morning.
down to rest.
There's been one night between last episode and this episode was one night. So you should have woken up this morning with all those spell slots
No, we
back.
started off when we like woke up. We kind of backtracked that morning because I teleported to Angaria and back. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't. We
Well,
haven't rested since then.
me and
No, you
Felia
haven't.
me and Felia went to sleep in Stormhaven, and through the magic of cameraman, we were back in Angaria.
Did you?
That- Yeah,
Okay,
because we went to bed because I slept in my old room, and Felia got
that's
a manager
right.
room. So
Okay,
this
that's something
this
that kind of
one,
got lost in translation, but yeah, you're right.
yeah, this
So
one
it
we went
has
to
been a
sleep
day. So roll for
in.
your compass.
Oh my god. Yeah. Let me.
Yeah,
Jeez, I would have had
that's
so
what I
many
was
things
trying.
back.
That's what I was trying to say at the beginning of this episode. Like
uh,
we've had a full night. It's just through cameraman magic we all just got back together.
okay. Let
Yeah, so
me.
roll for your compass.
Where is it? Comes to translocation. Is a 2d6 plus 4. So I get 11 charges back.
And you already had some charges on it, I think.
Yeah, I had 2 left.
That's not quite enough for a back and forth, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Because it's been a day, that means other people got their spell slots back too. So now what
Yeah.
did I say? I had 2, and that's 7 plus 4 is 11, so it's 13. So
What's your soul stone look like?
what's that?
What's your soul stone look like?
My soulstone's full. I didn't use it whenever we were in.
Oh,
In fact, I
then
haven't
you can
used it.
always charge.
It's
You
still
can always
charged
charge your
from
compass with that.
whenever Aaron went on his murder-thon, because I never had to use it against Relicanter or in the fire dungeon thing.
Then you can always charge the compass with that. It's good for 10 charges.
Yeah, if I want to murder a bunch of people.
And you said it's already full.
Yeah,
He's
but
saying he
I'll
can
have to
use.
murder a bunch of people to refill it.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
I mean, or you could just see what happens in Darkholm. You might get, from what's her name was talking about, you might get a free soul right then.
You know what? Also true.
Yeah.
Alright, well, if you're ready to go, man, especially because now I also got my glibness, my luck points back. I didn't realize I had all that getting back now. I will assume, though, we at least were down at the manor for an hour.
Yeah, you could have spent an hour there. By this point, it's dusk, so it's probably approaching like 7, 8 p.m. So
Alright, well, there is, shiz biscuits. Alright, well, if you're ready to go, man, let's just do it.
Yeah. Let's go, dude.
There's one particular location that I am very familiar with that I can use as an anchor in Darkholm. We're going
Alright.
there.
Okay.
and where's that?
Wait. Oh, do we need the stealth?
No.
Okay.
You're a dwarf. I am in my usual half-drow form. I'll be just
Yeah.
fine.
Are they gonna be keen to seeing a dwarf?
They don't really care about dwarves. They're
Oh,
very
okay.
old-fashioned and very paranoid against anything they think might be demonic, like changelings, tieflings, things of that nature.
Okay.
Dwarves, they don't really care about. And we will go back to my old home.
Well, last time you saw it, it was burned to the ground.
I know.
So you arrive in an empty lot. They never built anything in the spot. Um, in fact, you appear in an empty space, and it's almost as though nothing was ever there. The big thing that you notice, Dorian, is it is extremely dark down here. There's the occasional torch, but even with you having your lesser dark vision, there are plenty of there's a lot of space in this city that goes beyond the maximum range of your dark vision that you cannot see past. And the same
Okay.
thing would go for you too, Shiziki, but just from your familiarity with the city, you can see enough in front of you, you can still get around well, that you can make your way around the city, but it's clearly a city meant for drow.
So, welcome to the worst place you'll ever have to come. Let me show you my home. This is the house that I grew up in. Oh, wait. They burned it down. That's why I
Who's
don't live
they?
here anymore.
Who's they?
The people here. The all the people that I knew growing up. Family, or I wouldn't say family, friends of my family that realized that once I found that changeling that was living here, they weren't too keen on that.
Hmm. All right.
What do I
So
even see around here? I get that it's an open or like a closed lot, but like I mean, is there anything, any remnant? It's been a long time, but
No. All they've really done is, I mean, you would have never even known there was a house where you are. The road, the path that went to your house is no longer even there anymore. There is no evidence that a house ever stood where your feet are planted.
I mean, is there anything like I don't know? I wasn't here for the aftermath of it. Graves or anything like that around?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All you see is, so it's a very like multi-tier leveled city in that there's winding paths that go back and forth that take you up to higher levels of the city. You can tell that there's some male drow laborers that appear to be doing some mining. You do notice so the big religion in Darkholm is sort of a distortion of the teachings of Selune, which is the Night Maiden, as well as there's a smaller but devoted following of the Raven Queen that's present in Darkholm as well. Um, but all in all, it's a very somber environment. You don't see a single smile on anybody's face. You can tell that even though they are the Drow separatists, there's some traditions that very much they still hold on to. There's not a single woman among any of these laborers. They are all men. Um, and it's extremely matriarchal, maybe to a lesser degree, but very slightly lesser degree than the main Drow. And you would remember growing up here, Suzuki, that men aren't respected very well in Darkholm. Um, if you're a woman, you're treated like a goddess. If you're a man, then pretty much your options are day laborer, shopkeeper, soldier, or member of the church if you decide to go that route. In fact, there's even speculation that many men choose to be members of the church just because it's kind of the best option on the table.
oh, hey Gavin.
What's up?
Um, no, never mind. Continue. Go ahead.
Okay.
My bad.
But it's almost as though absolutely nothing has changed. Um, it's as ever dreary and somber and serious as you remember. You see the dark palace off in the distance, um, though more of you see the silhouette of it because it's a little too far for you to completely see clearly.
Yeah, and you would see as soon as we get here, like I just kind of start tightening up. Like, you see me walking with my hands kind of balled in fists. I've got almost on like a lockjaw type of look on my face. Just, I don't like this place. But I do know where it was that Gwen wanted us to go to. And I think that might be a
Yeah.
good start for a direction to go.
Yeah.
And it's not
So,
actually within the city that she told you. You know, there's sort of a descent that you have to take to get into Darkhold. And she's speaking of a cavern that's in that descent. It's not actually within the confines of the city. So,
Well, this was the only place I knew in Darkholm that I could teleport us to. So,
well, how far away are we from where we need to
how
be?
far away are we, DM?
once you leave the city, 10, 15 minutes.
Well, like, how long from where our location, since I'm familiar.
Okay, so to get to the edge of the city and then to get there, 20, 25 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's nothing. Okay.
Yeah, you're not far.
I'll start, yeah, we'll just start making our way.
Okay.
And I will
So,
point out all of the things that I fucking hate around here. Just, yeah, so those people over there are scumbags. These people that run that shop, they're assholes.
Oh, there's a shop here? Maybe we should buy food or supplies.
You tell me what you want, I'll point you in the direction of where it is that we can find it.
Oh, yeah, let's find Gwen.
Good call. This way.
Sweet. So where are we
25
going?
minutes later.
Are
so
we there yet?
you find this cavern and you don't see Gwen. When suddenly you see this bit of stone in the wall sort of fall inwards, and you see Gwen standing on the other side. Shiziki! And she runs out and gives you a big hug. Dorian,
Shorty.
right?
Yeah, Dorian.
And you see that inside of this, she appears to have been exercising because she's wearing just like some long pants and like a halter top, and she has some gloves on. She has some equipment that you wonder how she even constructed inside of here. So she has like a salmon ladder and some various weights constructed out of stone. So I'd like for you to meet a good friend of ours, and she walks you in before realizing, wait, where's Aaron?
Oh, he's a little tied up at the moment. They'll be joining
Yeah.
us later.
You ever seen him when his let's say the gears in his head started moving? Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's just stuck in his warehouse.
Oh, okay, I see.
Anyways,
So this is my good friend Mathan here. Mathan, say hello as she just kicks him in the shin. You can see that the fingers of his left hand are all bent back to a degree that you can tell that they are likely broken. And then she has a rope tied around his hand that are holding the fingers back to where his fingernails are to his wrist.
That, man, you are flexible.
I can fix that.
He just gave you a compliment, Mathan. You should respond. As she takes the ball gag off, and he just starts yelling, "Help! Help!" before she just decks him across the face and puts this gag back and says, it's not what we agreed to."
Wait, did he agree under duress? Because that could implicate some problems.
No.
Uh-oh. Why did my audio just got out? Give me half a second here, guys.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Okay.
now I can. No, it was
Okay.
my audio just kind of cut out for...
And by the way, this literally appears to be a stone, like an actual rock, that a thin rope was tied around, which was then tied around the back of his head so that this rock was stuck in his mouth. And then she ties cloth around that. This chick is hardcore. Um, Now you can't scream for help. We talked about this, or else another finger goes pop. Silly you. So silly. And he just looks at her with contempt.
So, what brings Nathan along?
So he's got a lot of information that, he was just so generous to share. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? As she takes it off and says, and he just says, "What do you want from me? We lost. There's nothing I can offer you."
Who lost? What?
You killed Relicanter. There's nothing left for us.
Who's
Just
us?
let me live out the rest of my days.
Well, who's us?
You know what I...
Nah, what's their names? I don't know. What's their names?
He doesn't want to answer the question. Look, we lost. We're not a threat to you anymore. What is even the point of this?
Shiziki.
Yes.
I can mend broken bones.
Well, that is good news and bad news, because we could mend them, but I'm pretty sure
So,
our friend here is just going to keep breaking them back again.
you know how I forgot that I can add charisma bonuses to my saving throws, Shiziki?
Yes.
Well, I
It's
also
arcane.
forgot that I'm also proficient in herbalism kits and smithing tools.
And what tell what you want to do with those here? Just mend some bones?
Maybe. I mean, I have a whole smithing kit. You know, I heard one time about a guy that was nailed to a piece of wood and strung up for like a month and a half, just dangling on these nails.
Well, that sounds intriguing.
No, actually, it's pretty horrifying.
Well, I like
Yeah, there was blood
horrifying
dripping
things.
all over the place. The nails went right through his arms and the feet.
He's just interrupts and says, "Look, none of that will be necessary. Okay, you."
But you know, it's what surprises me is that some people will go through all this pain and not actually say anything that they need to that would stop the pain. And it's just sad. It's really sad. Because like normally I would expect, Shizuki, that if I asked you a question, you would answer it to me.
You know, I would.
I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Mathan,
And who are you with?
I am the consort of Queen Rowena Dromakil,
Oh, okay. You were
and
with
they will be looking for me.
Yeah, great. Shizuki, who is Queen Relikill?
Rowena Dromakil,
Yeah, that's what I said.
he looks at you, Shiziki, and says, "I don't know if you're from here, but she only recently ascended to the throne 2 years ago.
Yeah, and you're her consort. That's great. But you work for the Hands of Fate, right? With Relicanter? You said you worked with
I
Relicanter?
used to. We are
Yeah.
not a thing anymore. I am no
You,
threat to you."
you know what, Shizuki? He's going back to that we, but I just really
Right.
want to know
He's
who the
like, we're
we
not a
is.
threat to you. They're not a group anymore, but they will be looking for you. Me, like that's a threat.
Oh, dude. You know what I was just
No,
thinking? I was just thinking that we don't even need to. Okay,
There goes my audio. I cannot hear you right now. I don't know why that is a thing, but fuck me, 'cause it is. Give me 2 seconds and
I can
I'll
speak to
fix it.
dead people.
There we
Oh,
go.
well, well.
Alright, I'm back.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So, I just had a great idea. I can speak to dead people, and so like we can do two things. If he was to die, dead body, and then we can talk to his soul, and we don't even need him. If he doesn't want to answer our questions alive, he'll just tell us the answers when he's dead, because the dead don't lie.
No. I'll tell you anything you need to know.
Perfectly reasonable.
So,
Now, I'm not proficient with the spell, but
You
I could
won't
make
need it. I'll tell you anything you need to know. I promise.
Gwen, what do you think? You think it's a good spell, right? Like, you think
I
it could
think it's
work?
a great spell.
Yeah,
It means we don't actually even need you alive to get what we need out of you.
yeah, I mean, and if the queen comes looking for him, well, they'll find a body. I'm sure they'll find another
But
consort down here.
but correct me if I'm wrong. If you kill me, you can only ask me questions. I have to answer your questions. But there are things you won't know to ask.
You don't know that.
I do. I can
No, you
promise
don't.
you.
No, you don't. You ever questioned the dead before?
I'm only good to you alive.
I thought you said you weren't any good to us at all because the
No.
order is in shambles.
The
That's
order
what
is
you.
in shambles. But
Yeah. So why are you? I mean,
uh,
I don't think. I think you're being. I think you're just trying to get out of it, Gwen. I think he's just trying to get out of it.
he says, "Of course, I don't want to die. Okay, we lost.
Who's we?
You
Who?
won.
Who?
The
Who's we?
hands of fate."
Yeah. Who's left that is that you consider a loser?
I need to look up some notes real quick. Hey, Sean, I can find them myself, or you can drop some names for me.
Aravan Moon Whisperer, Avella Silverfond. Those are the last two of the Collectorate. They were members of the Triumvirate that were working with them.
So he says the remaining two members of the Triumvirate.
Well, the Collectorate was a separate organization working with the Hands of Fate. I don't know how much that plays on. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember the details. It was just the names I needed a refresher on.
Okie doke.
I was trying to figure out which Word document I had that stuff typed into.
Literally have it on a bulletin board behind me.
They served Relicanta. In fact,
What? Hold on. My Discord is acting super wonky.
Cleric every time I level up, right?
the spell, yes.
Okay. I'm swapping legend lore because when I hit 19, I picked up legend lore from something else, and now I'm swapping it to Ascendant at level 20.
Okay, that's fine.
I've been thinking about it for a while.
So he just says to you, "What is it that you want? What is that? Do you want every former member of the Hands of Fate to die? Is that what you're after?
No.
Why? We can't hurt you anymore. Everything was dependent on our leader, and now that he
Shizzy,
is
what do you
gone."
think? What do you think?
Just because we know their names doesn't mean we're gonna kill them, but yes, I would like to know the names of former members of an organization that corrupt. It's good to be able to have these people to know who they are so we can just keep an eye on them.
I was going to say this information is the only thing keeping me alive, but I believe you have made a valid argument for that not even being the case. All I ask is if I have more information for you beyond the Hands of Fate, but you have to promise me that you will let me live if I give you that information. I just wish to live out the rest of my days. I don't, though I believed in what Relicanta stood for, there's no hope for that dream anymore.
I can do that. I can actually do that. Yeah, we can make that happen.
I do not believe that she knows it yet. But the queen that I serve, Queen Rarina, the queen of all of the Drow separatists, she is a changeling.
And
I don't think she knows. Um, I am loyal to my queen. I I have not told anyone this yet, but I assume by you being of Drow descent, but I do not recognize you, that you have no formal connection to anybody within Darkholm. And seeing as how I am still alive, I do not believe you are related to the Drow cousins within the rest of the Underdark either. So who are you?
I'm the guy that killed Relicanter. At least one of. I'm Shaziki Belrook.
Wait. Hold on. Did you make the final blow on Relicanter?
No, I did not. I was barely even involved in that fight.
I mean, who? Wait, hold on. You guy on the ground, shut up real quick. Who did the final blow on Relicanter?
Who did
I
do the
don't
final blow
know.
on Relicanter?
Uh,
We
I don't
lost
yeah,
so
remember.
that's
many
right.
things. I don't keep track of all that.
It was me.
Oh, never mind. I didn't realize you were
So
setting yourself up.
yeah, that's what I do. I'm my own hype man. So um, he's the guy who thought he was gonna kill Relicanter. I'm the guy who actually killed Relicanter, and
Yes,
he's
and
the
you've
guy who helped me help him kill Relicanter. Wait, whatever.
yes, then you've doomed us all. But that is neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure did. That was me. All me. And according to him, according to Relicanter, my ancestors will pay the price.
So
That's
does
what
that answer your
Relicanter
question?
says.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what you want to do with this information, but I can tell you, I my lady fell asleep, and she sent me to fetch her some water. Uh, when I came back, I saw her laying in her bed, skin ivory white. Her dark hair had taken on a similarly pale color. I have not told anybody this, because I do not wish to see harm come upon her.
Or because they don't want people to know you're a peeping Tom?
That's
It was a
gross.
mistake. I was bringing her water back.
Uh-huh.
She fell asleep while I was gone.
You're kind of a creeper, aren't you?
No, no, I am not.
Oh, they're gonna kill you for treason just for peeping on her.
I was simply doing as what she commanded.
It commanded you to come and see her.
Commanded me to fetch her water and leave it in her room.
You
Mm,
know, Suzuki,
I
our
mean, we already
religious
know this guy's a
text.
liar. He's talking like, oh, I'm loyal to the queen, but I joined the Hands of Fate. So obviously he's got some fibbery going on.
Anyways, what does the queen have to do with the hands of fate?
Information that I gained from the hands of fate. Re- one of the one of the benefits of being a member, of being affiliated with Relicanter, is access to information, access to knowledge. I discovered how exactly the exchange occurred. That my queen, or the one who would have originally been my queen, was exchanged with a changeling doppelganger.
Well, was it a changeling or a doppelganger? Those are two different things.
Are they?
Yeah. Well, yeah, actually, they are.
Whichever kind of demon it was that they traded her with.
I mean, changelings aren't demons, neither are doppelgangers.
Agree to disagree.
No, you agree. One's a monstrosity, the other one's not.
An entity. All Relicanta referred to him as is annihilation.
Wait, referred
Several
to who as?
Wait, hold on, back up. Yeah, answer that question.
the entity that made the exchanges in the first place, that placed changelings strategically where he wanted them to, for some unknown reason that he believed that he could benefit from this. Being known as Annihilation was the one who placed changelings where they were to be raised, among others, because somehow this entity believed that doing so would eventually lead to him accomplishing his goals. This being was called Annihilation. At least that is how Relicanta referred to him.
As in the
Oh, we
Avatar
already
of
know all that.
Annihilation?
No,
Sorry, what was that you cut out?
We already know
possibly.
all this. I mean, this was there any Gwen? Did he say anything that we actually didn't know when
I
you
don't
were
think you
talking
guys
about?
did know that the Avatar of Annihilation was the
Oh,
one that.
thanks. Thanks for defeating my immersion.
Oh, sorry, but I don't think you guys did know that yet. I don't think I
He
presented that
doesn't. He doesn't
information
know
to
that.
you yet.
He doesn't know that.
Oh! You're doing a fib. Gotcha. Okay. All right, we'll carry on. No, he just claimed that's all the information he had for you. I mean, if there literally is nothing else that he. I mean, I was keeping him alive because he promised that he had something beneficial to tell. If that's
Oh,
not the case, I can just kill him now.
I
Actually, I
mean,
have just a couple other follow ups on
yeah,
that. How long
yeah.
have you held your position, Matthew?
Nathan,
Mathan?
Nathan.
Whatever. Mal?
and for about the last 20 years, when my lady was born, as is our customs, I was selected to one day be her consort.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And if she wasn't the queen, and I know your people here, and you found out that she is a changeling or a doppelganger, what's your feelings towards that?
I mistrust the nature of changelings, but I trust her. She's a good woman.
Hmm. But you just said that all changelings are demons. So
Demons
which
they
is
may
it?
be, but she is a good woman.
So not all changelings are demons, or just ones that you view as demons are demons?
I fail to understand what it is that you're asking. Changelings are demons.
So
I
then
do
she's a
believe
demon.
they. A demon she may be, still a good person.
So all changelings are good people.
I must admit my opinion may be a little jaded on that, but
What about
God.
here's my question. You seem to be someone of Drow descent that is wanting to take care of a
Very
changeling.
astute, Shiziki.
It seems like.
indeed,
Yet, I don't think that's the usual thing of how things are done around here. I happen to remember some time ago that a family that had taken in a changeling had their house burned down. I think it was a, well, was it a Rizal Rookfeather and a Zelia Everbell?
well, they were harboring a demon. Of course, they cannot be trusted.
Right.
Hmm.
Well, well, I tell you what, it seems like we've gotten all the information that we need from this fellow right here. Would you two agree?
Oh, I think I know everything I need to know, Gwen says.
Alright. Well, I'll tell you what
Wait,
my.
hold on. I just I don't like lying, so I just want to let you know before we leave here. We didn't know that the Avatar of Annihilation was the annihilation that replaced all the babies with changelings, but I know it. Telling that little fib helped you speak through to the next thing.
I will admit that I find my perspective challenged. I'm conflicted because while
You know,
she
I'm
may
just
be a demon, I care for her, and I do not wish
there's
to see harm come upon her.
even doppelgangers aren't even demons; they're monstrosities.
They are demons,
There's a difference. Demons are from hell. They're
as
mental
I
devils. They're from
believe
hell.
doppelgangers likely are from hell. Are they
No,
not?
no. What? What do you even know? Who are teaching you these things?
The
Who
Church of the
teach?
Night Maiden.
You know what, Glenn? We gotta go to the Church of the Night Maiden next. Who is that? Loth?
Selune. But
What?
we
No,
we
they don't.
the moon elves, they do not know of what they speak when they speak the teachings of Selune. We speak her true word.
Wait, hold on. Are y'all Mormon? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. No, they don't.
We speak the true word of Selene.
Wait, hold on. If the Moon Elves speak the true word, but then they don't know what they're talking about, then you speak the true word. Who's speaking the
They
truest
do
of
not
words?
speak the true word. We
But
speak the true word.
I thought you just said that they interpreted it.
They interpret it incorrectly,
I thought Drow were supposed to worship Loth.
You see,
as did our predecessors.
this is why
But
I
we do
don't get
not.
into religion.
You know, I'm pretty sure that Velasius was talking about a female hierarchy, like a matriarch system, and something about Loth. And this is not the same.
No,
He,
that is why we are separatists. We split off from them many, many years ago, many centuries ago.
what did we even come down here for? Why are we here? Why is it so dark? I cast light. I don't have light. I squint really hard.
I mean, you have dark vision, so you can see 60 feet in front of you.
I cast dawn. No, I mean daylight. No.
I take out
Yeah.
the wand
What?
of pyrotechnics. Just pop that.
Okay.
What did we come down here for?
Well, Gwen felt that
This guy had something for us, right?
right.
But he didn't. It was
Not
like,
particularly.
So what is it that you want? Do you want to know where Erevan Moonwhisper is? Where Avelio Silverfrond is? Is that what you wish for me to tell you?
Well, I asked
oh
for
yeah,
information on these.
that would be fantastic if you could do that for us. Actually, I was just about to leave, but yeah, if you got that information,
Erevan Moonwhisper is... He's in the Wild Plains.
well, that
Just
doesn't help.
just east of King's Crest. You will find him in a valley, in a cave, just on the outskirts. Sorry, what were you saying?
He's just saying what it was you're saying. Write it down.
Just on the
No.
outskirts of the Blood Raven Orc camp. That is where he is hiding out.
And why is he staying in a cave?
I assume so you do not find him.
Yeah. Not gonna
I don't
help
think
him out that much.
I don't think I've ever been to Mistvale. Looking at my map.
We
No, you have
haven't.
been. You have
that-
been, though. That's where all the people disappeared from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was River Run.
No, River Run is where you started out. That's where you took the contract to hunt the Cosmic Dragon.
So then, what happened up in the Millshire?
You haven't been to Millshire yet.
There's a place on my map that is a question mark.
It's also Trifliticusville, whatever
I've been
it
there.
is. We have not been there. We have talked to
I
somebody
have.
that came from there.
Yeah, that's just some halfling city. Nobody gives a shit about Trifliticusville, John
Yeah,
Havenfordshire.
yeah, no. Okay. Since gone. Oh, let's go to Mistvale. I
Just
wonder
want to
if
just up and go to Mistvale from here? Let's just start checking all the boxes of the towns we need to go to? Or
You know
I
what?
haven't been
Actually,
yet.
Millshire, there's a big question mark beside Millshire on my map right here, Shiziki, if you can see it. But, um,
I
okay,
didn't
so
realize we're just going to go on a road trip.
anyways, okay, so you said he's in it. Okay, so moving on to the next one. What about this Moon Whisperer?
Well, that is Moon Whisper.
I knew that.
Avelio Silverfrond.
Silver Fawn? Like a deer?
Silverfrond. Last I heard
Fawn?
from him, he had taken up shop in the Temple of Pelor in Mistvale.
Oh no.
There you go. That man. That was like
look,
prophetic.
look, look at that, Shiziki. I like backhand Shiziki on the chest. Look at that. Question mark gonna be fulfilled anyways. Wait. Oh wait. I told Felia I had to go heal her parents. Or help bury them. I can't remember which one she wanted. To bury them and me perform ceremonial rites for them,
I
or
don't.
to help heal them.
I don't
I
think
don't.
she's entirely decided on that yet.
Hmm. Anyways, I still have my mother missing, and I really would like to find her up in Gilstead. So I'm, it's not pressing or anything. We've just been talking about it for a while.
Wait, I thought you said she was in Galebert. No, you're
Yeah,
right. It was Gilstead. I do pay attention.
In the Flamethorn
yeah,
Jungle was the last place
yeah.
she
It
had.
was the Flamethorn jungle with the lizard people, and it is kind of pressing for me. It weighs emotionally on my heart. Uh, so I would like to do it sooner rather than later if we could, but
Well, you let me know when you want to go.
um, right now. But we're
Uh,
busy all the time. We gotta
maybe next
make a
month.
we gotta make
Yeah,
alliances
I
and
think
stuff
put a
in the
pin on
desert.
that one at least for tonight,
I mean,
because I
we
actually
gotta.
had I had a whole arc planned for that. So
So
that's something we can knock out in 20 minutes.
it's we're busy making alliances in the desert and chasing fire elementals but Gilstead can always be put on the back burner, and it's okay. Felia's parents are just dying and should probably being poisoned right now as we speak, and we're in Darkholm with all the drow and you know but it's okay. We're not pressing for time. It's whatever. Dorian just gives 1,000-yard stare into the distance.
Right. So, anywho, what?
Gwen says, "So what are we doing with him? We letting him go back to his princess and tell him about all this, or am I just killing him now?"
I think
No,
we
he
should go
needs
back
to
to his
sit here.
princess.
We said we'd let him live. So,
No, we didn't. We said we'd let him. Wait, we didn't. You and I never said anything.
well, I agreed. He wanted for us to leave him.
Well, yeah, me and you can leave.
Well, that's also true.
I
I
swear,
mean,
I will not say a thing.
what Gwen does, I don't even know who Gwen is. So technically, I have no conscious weighing on her and her choices. She actually worships a very similar god to me, and even though we don't fully respect each other, she has her own motives, like operandi. So I don't know.
I would think that Sinju and Kellenbor would see eye to eye on a great deal.
Well, yeah, me too, which is why I don't interfere with your work, and last time I met you I didn't cut you down.
Which is why I have not made any threats towards you.
Exactly.
I respect what it is that you are about, being a Doom
And
Guide.
I respect you too.
Indeed. I'm
And
glad to see that we have mutual
I,
respect.
and the whole path of vengeance thing, doesn't it get old sometimes?
Oh no, I
I
very
feel
much
like
respect my oath. I love my oath.
I feel like I mean, don't get me wrong, vengeance is great, but I feel as though coming soon, they're just how much vengeance can you venge upon?
There will always be a need for vengeance. As long as corruption walks the earth, people will always be wronged.
Right, as this is going on, I'm just like siphoning through my bag. I'm just like, oh Jesus, I got so much shit in here. I'm looking for something. Where is it? They can continue on.
So about this time, and actually I forgot something. So you see walking into this cavern, you see Genzo, and he speaks to Gwen. So I had an eye out. Nobody
This
followed us here.
guy.
I mean,
Hello, Dorian. It's nice to see you.
Hey, you want to
Hey,
see something
Shiziki, how's
cool?
it going?
what's up, man?
You want to see something cool, Genzo?
Sure.
I'll pull out the necklace that has like a flattened bullet in it. Like there's a chain I drilled through the end of the bullet, and it's just like a piece of flattened bullet. Does this look familiar?
Indeed, it does.
Yeah, that's the one you put in my chest. Went about 2 inches in.
Look, I'm sorry about that, Dorian. All right.
No, it's okay.
I was on a contract.
Yeah, it's okay. I get it. Just eye for an eye. Just one of these days, you're gonna grow old and slow, and I'm only gonna be in my hundreds.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
I'm
so
gonna wink
Gwen
at
says
Gwen and just say, whisper, vengeance.
she seems a little uneasy at the prospect, actually, and Genzo walks over to Gwen's side, and so we've actually gotten to know each other fairly well over these
Of course they did.
last week. However, she looks at Genzo and says, I know I told you it was the right thing to do, but I just want to make sure you're sure about this.
Oh my god.
And she hands Genzo 2 pairs of manacles. And he walks over to you and to you, Dorian, and says, you're finally going to get what you want. As he throws him on the ground at your feet and holds his hands out. Justice. I'm not going to escape this time. Don't worry.
You know, as much as I would want to, my hands are tied. There is so much red tape around you, I can't do anything. Because I'm pretty sure you signed something from Vivi where you were in service to him. So there's nothing I can do.
One day, Dorian, I'm going to give you the chance to get your justice. I can't keep hiding behind the guise of a contract anymore. Yes, I was hired, but I still made the choice to accept the paycheck. So, for what it's worth, I'm sorry. And I'm going to try to do better.
Are you sure about that?
Me and Gwen have been talking a lot. And let's just say, for the first time in my life, my conscience has actually been weighing on me.
Well,
Would you like to atone?
I absolutely mean to atone, which is why I, as he points to the manacles, brought you those.
Well, there just so happens to be someone in the 7 deadly sins that's actually ordained in 7 different religions. I can perform certain ceremonial rites. I can give atonements and listen to your sins as you atone for your misdeeds. I can bless and craft holy water. I can perform coming of age ceremonies. I can also do funeral rites, um, dedications. I can convert you of your faith if that's something that you wish. And
I'm not
I can
quite
hold on,
willing to drink
hold
the
on,
Kool-Aid yet.
hold on. I can also perform wedding ceremonies
He doesn't say
as
Kool-Aid, he
well.
says punch, but yeah.
I can also perform wedding ceremonies. But yeah, biggest thing is atonements. I can do that. It'll have to be for real though. Back in
She's
Stormhaven.
She's told me all about her god, and
That's
well,
fun.
intrigued. I'm not ready to dive in, or drink the punch, so to
It
speak.
doesn't.
But
Now, listen, dedication of service. Normally, that would be towards my god, Kellamvor. Not necessarily her god. That one's only a one-way trip, so that one's kind of out. Um, I can help you with your atonements and weddings and coming of age for children. Coming up through.
yeah, we don't. I don't have any need of that. Well,
Hmm.
hopefully. But
That's not up to you. That's up to the gods. So I mean, well,
I can promise you this: from this point forward, there will be a purpose behind my bullet.
is that an oath you're willing to make? Think it over.
I will
You
think it over.
talk with Gwen and send me a letter when you're prepared. I'll go to Stormhaven and we'll perform atonement rites. And then talk it over with Gwen on if y'all wish to have wedding ceremonies performed. It would be a package deal. You'd get
We're not to that point yet.
how to I want to insight check Gwen when he says that.
You make an insight check.
Oh, I don't know how to do this. My wisdom sucks. 14.
Let me make a roll for Gwen real quick, because she has a character sheet. So, can you still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Can you still hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Gavin.
We hear ya, which makes me think he doesn't hear us.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
I just want to perform a wedding so bad. I already wrote wedding things for people. Like for Brandon, I already wrote a speech for when he gets married. It's real nice. Host lost connection. Oh, that sucks. I'm about to get kicked.
Womp womp.
And
Seriously, what are we doing in Darkholm? I
I
thought
don't
there
know.
was gonna be more here.
I guess we got this information from this dude already. Which how he's just remained quiet boggles my mind. Between all this. He's just like listening to us talk about atonement and weddings.
To be honest, I guess he's just happy to not getting fingers broken. But like, yeah.
Oh, his figure's
It's
already
like,
broken.
again, like 90% of the stuff he told us we already knew. I'm like, alright, yeah, okay.
You guys
So
hear me
Yeah, we can
yeah,
hear you.
in and out, you kind of
We
breaking
just
up a
got
little bit.
kicked from
now? Okay. That's been
Fantasy Zone.
happening like every hour or so, where it drops connection for like 10 seconds.
So, yeah. So, what is my insight on her? Tell me.
Um, she's slightly offended at his answer. Um,
Yeah, I'll just tell him like, maybe you should discuss a little more with her about some of these things, and it's a package deal. It'll be cheaper if you do the wedding and the atonement because it's going to cost you for both because it needs material costs.
I can even
so
provide a venue. We can just do it at the manor.
No, it has to be in a
we've been
chapel.
exclusive for like a week.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe it's time that you settle down and actually put your dreams forward somewhere. I also provide um, guidance counseling for marriages, so marriage counseling. There's a
Again,
multitude
we've
of
been
services.
exclusive for like a week.
Yeah, maybe you should tell that to her facial
Uh,
expressions.
she says, "Oh, is that all? But I thought that you," and I quote, "told me that you see your future with me, that our souls resonate." And he says, "I did not say that. Oh, really? I distinctly remember you saying those exact words."
I'm just gonna walk up to the guy tied the chair and just kind of like elbow him. Awkward, right?
He just Yeah, yeah. Can I go now?
Yeah, hang on, I got something for you, and
Ooh.
I will pour a potion in his mouth.
You do, but his fingers still don't mend themselves because there's a rope tied around his hand
I'm
holding his
pouring it
fingers
in
back.
his mouth. I'm not handing it to him.
I know, but the
It's not a
fingers
healing
are
potion.
tied by rope to be stuck to the back of his hand,
Okay.
so they stay broken.
I didn't say it was a healing potion.
Oh, what are you pouring in his mouth?
Potion of impending doom.
A potion of impending doom?
Yep.
Let me look up the details of that potion again.
That is the potion that is its own antidote. If he doesn't get a second one within 24 hours, he dies.
Oh yeah, they take
126 points of damage or whatever that roll is.
36d6 poison damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, now my audio cut out. Give me a second. Why y'all be messing with the audio so
Ask
much?
you
There it
So
is.
what
my
is that?
passive perception of 11. Did I see you pour
Are
a
you
potion
trying
in
to
his mouth?
hide it, Shiziki?
No, I said I was giving him a potion while they were all
Then
busy
you
arguing.
I feel like I'm so into this counseling session right now already that my passive perception of 11 really shows, and I do not see that
yeah, okay, then you don't see it.
because I don't want that on my conscience. So
So
I'm
this
just gonna
guy's
be like,
gonna die same time tomorrow.
and I'm just gonna be like, now look, okay, you both have some type of like build up of emotions, and Genzo, I get it. You're a man. You don't want other people to see your signs of weakness. But this is the one that you might be spending the rest of your life with. Sometimes you just gotta open up and just let the other person in. You've been alone, the lone wolf by yourself for so long. Maybe it's time to not have to take this journey on by yourself.
Yeah, and that's great, you know. But we've
You know,
been a
the first
thing
step,
for
the
a week.
first step for atonement is recognizing your own flaws. There's a 13-step program that we're going to have to discuss. Don't worry, I know a spell where I can send you daily messages. So this is going to be a thing as we lead up to the atonement ceremony and we can discuss this. Gwen, if you would like, I can also send you some information
Oh,
too.
absolutely. And make sure you don't ever miss a day though. He really needs to get those messages.
Yeah, I'll make sure that I send them. Um,
You know,
Now,
for us being,
unfortunately,
and she puts in quotes, kindred souls and all that. His
yeah,
words, not mine.
yeah. See, Ginzo, this is what I'm talking about. She is opening up, telling me what she needs to get off her chest, discussing matters that y'all have discussed. But you're so close, like a double layered chainmail shirt. Like, have you ever seen how hard it is to get diamond out of a rock? It's like you
So,
have the rock and then the diamond stuck in there, and you got to chisel away perfectly on the outside of it to get it just out of that jam just right. You can't just jab it at it or just rip it out of the rock because then you could break it apart. But sometimes you get that diamond out and you notice something else. It shines just as bright as when it was in the rock.
yeah, that's great.
You
Yeah,
know, there's an
that's
old
great.
dwarven saying that the only thing harder than a diamond is a dwarf's love for ale. Just remember that one.
Sure, I'll remember that one. Yeah, yeah. And by the way, even though Genzo has a naturally sort of tan sort of skin coloration, skin pigmentation, if you swear you notice him bluffing, even in the darkness, or blushing, I mean, even in the darkness.
I can't see colors and
His cheeks are a slightly darker gray.
anyways, so I'll make sure I send you those messages. It's a 13-step program for
Uh huh.
atonements.
Uh huh.
Now, wedding and marriage counseling is different.
But by this point, you see him pull out a rolling paper and he starts rolling a cigar out of
So,
tobacco.
Gwen, I would love to be the. I'm going to go ahead and say yes, even though you haven't asked each other the question.
I would love it
Vengeance
too.
is mine.
She
Don't worry,
laughs.
Genzo. Don't worry, Genzo. I have your best. Um, Shiziki, where was I going?
Best interest at heart.
That's right. I have your best interest.
As I say that, I'm like, man, this is gonna take a minute. I need a chair, and I'm gonna push the guy tied to the chair over to the side, and I'm gonna sit on the now laying out side chair while he is still tied into it.
At heart. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna flick the bullet and be like, "Don't worry, Genzo. I'll make sure you get married."
Again, there are a lot of landmarks we have to hit first. Before
Yep.
that,
Yeah,
no, I'm making you
it
wait
is
for that.
actually. So I'm
Okay.
picking up what
Yeah.
y'all are putting down in a relationship, and I just want to say, Gwen, I'm proud of you. I am. You're
Thank
like
you.
me now already, and to Shiziki,
Hmm?
and I cannot wait to tell the rest of the seven deadly sins of y'all's engagement.
Uh, thank
All
you
right,
very
so
much, Dorian. I feel like that we became friends just now.
yeah, we did through Kellenvor.
Indeed. I feel like Kalimvor and Sinju, if they were to meet in the Outer Plains, I think they'd share a mug of dwarven ale. Don't you think so?
I do. All right, Shiziki, I'm like absolutely done here. If there's anything else we need, we can leave.
Hey,
So I guess I should just let our friend go.
Yeah,
one
let me
last.
fix his fingers first, at least. I mean, Jesus.
I know I might have gotten a little carried away, but if it's a good thing you guys got here when you did, I might have had a little more fun.
I'm gonna go ahead and undo his bonds on his fingers and give him 10 points of lay on hands just to heal his fingers.
Yeah, that'll be enough. So his fingers snap into place, and he, with a little bit of pain, sort of flexes his hand several times just to see that his fingers are still working. Good thing too; they were starting to turn purple.
Hmm.
Um, so I guess you're just gonna let me walk out of here,
Well, Matthew, let me ask you something.
Mathan.
I know what his name is. Maybe.
He still corrects you. That
Uh,
that wasn't me correcting you. That was him correcting you.
sure, there, Bobby boy. Look, I just out of curiosity, that old house I happened to see wasn't around anymore where it used to be, with old Rizel and Everbell. You know what happened to him?
They were thrown into the wilderness of the Underdark. I assume to be devoured by whatever manner of beast came upon their corpses.
Oh man, do we need to go look for your parents too?
I was kind of like, all right, I'm done here. Let's go.
I did prepare a locate creature spell today.
I think I'm good.
I
You sure?
imagine that last part probably stung a little bit for Shiziki, that they weren't even
Yeah,
given a burial.
yeah. I'm gonna fucking destroy the city.
Oh wait, are you talking about their bodies were thrown in the wilderness?
Uh,
Yeah.
from what I was told, yes.
Wait, so y'all didn't even bury them?
No, I mean, I was not involved in the process, but
Okay, who was? Because that's just not right. It doesn't even matter if they were your worst foe. Shiziki, we gotta meet this person. Who was it?
It wasn't a person. It was a
No, who?
mob.
Okay, who
I
was
can
leading
tell
the
you
mob?
our former queen made the call.
Okay, where is she?
Dead.
Oh my god. Okay, who was next in charge?
My lady, Queen Rarina, her
So,
daughter.
no, I meant with the old queen, who was like
Second in
next.
command.
Yeah, left hand in command.
The man who carried out the deed is named. Let me look at that name.
Uh, that
Tarvis.
that man is dead. Whoever was that led it. At least I would believe he's dead because I killed that person before I left.
Yeah, I remember. The one who made the final call and initiated the act goes by Tarvis Nomakil,
Okay, where is he?
currently in the Dark Palace.
So here's what's going to happen, my man. I think we're going to make some introductions at the Dark Palace. And
I knew you would say that. Let's. Oh, Shiziki, we should definitely take him to the Dark Palace. I
let's
think
have him give us a formal introduction.
he needs an escort. Like,
Let me fix something. There you go. Sorry, I got it.
I understand.
He needs an
Would
escort,
would
and
you
that was the last
require
thing
any
I
help?
heard.
no. I think we're gonna go escort our friend here back to.
Gee, come on, man. Sorry, guys. My audio is just cutting in and out now, badly.
You said your name
The
was
direction this is going, we'll
Branthal?
probably have to get around to this next session. But yeah, I like it.
It'll be like the first 5 minutes of the next game, just us murdering some hobo and then dipping
So
out.
I didn't get that. Tarvis, what's his face? Because my audio cut out. So what's his deal? He's in the
So
dark.
let me look at my notes. His name is Tarvis. Actually, I said his name wrong. His name is Tarvis No Kelgor. I'll type it here.
It's all good. You know what? I'm starting to like the fact that me and you kind of branched out on our own, Dorian. Because I feel like we'll be able to take care of this lickety split.
Yeah, I told Gavin 5 minutes. We get to the castle, we murder some dude, and we dimension door out. And then we leave.
Easy peasy.
Lemon drops.
So yeah, I think this is probably where we're gonna call it. I see where this is going. I like where this is going, but we'll handle this next session.
Yeah. Shizzy,
Even
how
if
about.
we start a little earlier before everybody else is here, that's fine. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, Shiziki, let's escort our little friend here. All the way back home.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a plan.
Alright, guys. Well, if that's gonna be it.
Alright, I will stop the recording.